Come back to old Yazoo. Going back to old Yazoo.
Heidi yodel leedle I'm thinking tonight of Dixie. That's where we first met, my dear. I recall the scene as yesterday, though it has been many a year. You were my sweetheart of the long ago. You're still my sweetheart, and I love you so. My Dixie sweetheart, girl of the long ago, I bless the day we met. My Dixie sweetheart, oh how I love you so. I never will forget. You've been all that I hoped you'd be. Through many, many years of toils and tears, you've been so true to me. My Dixie sweetheart, girl with the hazel eyes, a million charms within your arms, and the love that binds and ties. You've been all that I hoped you'd be. Through many, many years of toils and tears, you've been so true to me. My Dixie sweetheart, girl with the hazel eyes, a million charms within your arms, and the love that binds and ties. Heidi yodel leedle
Whoa there. Who are you?
Well, who are you?
I'm the sheriff.
Well, I'll tell you who I am and where I'm from. I'm from Princeton in Missouri, and I'm known from coast to coast. I'm Calamity Jane, the big hurricane, and I've never been known to boat.
Why, tell us something about yourself.
I'll tell you a thing or two. It was really me that pinched the Pope from Dangerous Dan McGrew. I'm Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane?
I blazed the trail and rode the plain, fast on the draw, don't care for the law. I'm the famous Calamity Jane. Well, how about a little game of poker, Sheriff?
All right. I'll play you one hand of showdown. You deal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what you got?
I got 4 aces.
Say, you ain't playing on the square, Sheriff. That ain't the hand I dealt you. When it comes to playing poker, I invented that there game.
Why, here you won more money than Uncle Sam can claim.
And I broke 1,000 hearts of men, and I broke up barrooms, too. I could make short work of a dozen dames, like the woman that's known as Lou. I'm Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane?
I blazed the trail and rode the plain. You bet I can wreck any sandpaper neck. I'm the famous Calamity Jane.
Well, how about a little drink, Jane?
All right. Do you run this here saloon, Sheriff?
Yes, I do.
Well, what do you charge for a drink?
75 cents and $1 a drink.
Oh, you got 2 brands?
No, 75 cents if I pour it, and $1 if you pour it.
Well, you better pour it, Sheriff.
All right.
Well, here's how. When it comes to drinking liquor, I can take a dozen men and drink 'em under the tables and up on the chairs again. And if I haven't got a corkscrew, I never give a snatch. I bite off the neck of the bottle and I'll throw it right down the hatch. I'm Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane.
I blazed the trail and rode the plain. I don't give a hang for the sheriff's whole gang. I'm the famous Calamity Jane.
Say, you're pretty tough, ain't you?
Why, I'm so tough I'm afraid to sleep with myself.
You must have been the meanest brat when you were just a kid.
You can look right in the graveyard at some of the things I did. When it comes right down to fighting, I'm known in every place. I can throw a steer in less than that and spit in a wildcat's face. I'm Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane.
I blazed the trail and rode the plain.
You're pretty tough.
I'm tougher than tough. I'm the famous Calamity Jane. Whoopee!
Gaijin, thank you for the raid. And for the resub for a whole year.
Telling of love that I've never
Down in the valley where the lily first blows, where the breeze from the mountain there ruffles the rose. Miss fair Evelina, the sweet little dove, the pride of the valley, the girl that I love. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die. Dear Evelina, oh sweet Evelina.
The one good thing about growing old is that you get your way. The new leaders of the tribe, they refuse to call themselves elders until I have passed on, which should be soon if I'm lucky, want me to record my knowledge for future generations. What knowledge they need is to be found with sweat and blood, not some letters on a page. But the future is a great unknown. And they may have a point. To make them happy, I've written down what I feel will be important. The important words being, what I feel will be important. They want me to write my memoirs, so fine, I'll do it. But as the song goes, I'll do it my way. And I'm old enough that I will get my way. I know little about the war, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of people died when an atomic bomb went off and nearly destroyed the world. If you don't know what an atomic bomb is, then imagine the worst thing possible. Atomic bombs were worse than that. Like all of the original members of the tribe, I came from the vaults. Before the war, the government of the United States, which numbered in the thousands of villages and many, many tribesmen per village, paid to have these huge holes dug in the mountains and huts of metal and stone built underground. There were many vaults. Some were close to cities and some were far away. These vaults were to be used as safe places in case of an atomic war. As you may guess, when the war came around, your ancestors made it to a vault. Vault 13, to be specific. For several generations, your ancestors and mine lived within the vault. As best as they could figure, it was too dangerous to try and leave the vault. They grew their food, recycled their waste, read, worked, slept, had families, even purified the necessary water within the vault. I was born in the creche, raised by the community, and a robot. It was a good life, but all good things come to an end. About 3 generations after the war, the water purifier chip the vault relied on to create fresh water broke down. All the spare parts were missing or busted, and without the water chip, the vault was doomed. Something had to be done. The overseer gathered the healthy of us between a certain age and made us draw straws. And guess what? I drew the short one. It wouldn't be much of a story if I didn't, now would it? I left the vault the next day. My first few days were harrowing, to say the least. I fought off some giant mutant rats that were more than interested in eating me than they should have been. My only clue was the location of another vault, Vault 15. I spent a couple of days stumbling through the desert before I came upon a small settlement. I stopped there for help and encountered a little town called Shady Sands. I helped them, and they helped me. Understand that survival requires that you work together, even with people that you may not trust. I did earn that trust, however, of 2 prominent citizens of Shady Sands, Tandy and her father, Aradesh. With their knowledge and the help of a man called Ian, I continued on my way to Vault 15. The ruins of Vault 15, to be more specific. Ravaged by the elements, scavengers, and time itself, Vault 15 was no help from my people. The control room that contained their water chip was buried under tons of fallen rock, and I had to move on. After a small problem with some raiders who would continue for years to plague not only myself, but the tribe, I found myself in Junktown. It was here I learned the most important rule of all. Doing a good thing sometimes means being a very bad person. My memories of Junktown are tainted, and I feel no remorse for my actions in this place. It was there I came across a dog who adopted me and was my faithful friend from there on. I miss meat to this day. While Junktown was a city full of traders and traitors, it did not have a water chip. I wasn't desperate yet, as there was time for me to recover the chip and return to my home, but I needed to move on. Fortunately, they pointed me in the direction of the Hub, the largest city in the wasteland. The Hub was a larger city than both Junktown and Shady Sands combined. You could drop the vault in there and you probably wouldn't notice. But people of the Hub had no life, and it was a desolate place just the same. It eased my mind, however, to hire some merchants to bring water to the vault. Looking back, it was probably a mistake to do so, but I was still innocent of the evils that lurked within the ruins of civilization. A small clue led me to the city of the ghouls, the place called Necropolis. It was there I encountered large mutants armed with weapons of an unknown origin. I did find the water chip buried beneath the city. It was with easier steps that I returned to Vault 13. While the Overseer was obviously happy to see me return to the vault alive and with the water chip, he was distraught at my description of the super mutants. It is here that I realized the mistake I had made with the water merchants. I had pointed them and others in the direction of our home. Without the protection of anonymity, the vault could easily have been destroyed. The knowledge and the fate of Vault 15 did not help. The Overseer tasked me with a new mission, find and destroy the danger of the super mutants. Once again, I left the vault. This time it was easier on my heart. Looking back now, I realize it was also the first time I should have seen the true hearts of the other vault dwellers, and the Overseer. I returned to the hub looking for clues. Some time was spent there, and I discovered a shady underworld amongst the hustle and bustle of that large city. They thought they could manipulate me, but I proved them wrong, and I used the crooks instead. I did rescue a young man who belonged to the Brotherhood of Steel. A few troublemakers tried to stop me, but I learned much about survival since leaving the vault. It was in my best interest to leave town for a while, and so I journeyed to this Brotherhood, thinking that they would have the knowledge I sought. I tried to join them. They required me to go on a quest before they would let me in. Thinking it would be a short and easy quest, I agreed and set off for a place they called the Glow. The horror of atomic war was never so obvious to me until then. The Brotherhood was surprised to see me, and even more surprised that I had not only survived their quest, but succeeded. They gave me the information I required and some of their technology, and I set off in search of the Boneyard. On my way, I took a detour and stopped by Necropolis to see some old friends. The large mutants still roamed the streets. I found a ghoul who told me that the mutants had moved in shortly after I'd left. The ghoul told me that the mutants were looking for pure strain humans, and one in particular, the ghoul's description the mutants gave them, specifically fit me perfectly. It was with a heavy heart and a cold burden in my soul that I continued to the Boneyard. The city of Los Angeles must have been the largest in the world before the war. The LA Boneyard stretched forever, the skeletons of buildings lying under the hot sun. Not even the wind entered this dead city. I found many enemies and a few friends in the Boneyard. I killed when necessary and learned more about the nature of my true foes. It is also here, unfortunately, that my good friend Ian died valiantly fending off not one, but 2 Deathclaws. It was only with his intervention that I was able to continue my quest. Deep under the ground, I found an evil that was beyond the mutants and their army. Within the dark and forbidding vault, there were walls dripped with human flesh, and the screams of the dying echoed through the halls. I found evil creatures and mutants. Walking among the misshapen ones, I killed one of their servants and took his clothing. Hidden from casual searchers, I made my way to the bottom of the vault. The deeper into the vault I went, the more gruesome the journey, the more flesh could be found, integrated into the very walls. The worst part was that the flesh was still alive, even aware of my presence. After a while, I found myself in the presence of the most hideous sight yet. I still cannot bring myself to write of this discovery, but let it be known that when I left, the beast was dead, and the master of the mutant army was no more. My job was still not finished, for I had one task remaining. The master had literally built his army one mutant at a time. Humans, preferably with little radiation damage, were captured and sent to the vaults. There, they were dipped into something called FEV, which transformed them into large, grotesque mutants. I had to find these vats and put them out of action as well, lest another take the master's place and continue to build the mutant army. Fortunately, my friends of the Brotherhood had a few clues and helped me reach my goal, invading the vats. I came across more mutants and robots. None could stand in my way. I had a mission. I had a goal. and I had a BB gun. I destroyed the vats that day, and with it, the mutant army. Last I heard, they splintered and disappeared into the desert. I was not treated to a hero's welcome when I returned to Vault 13. The Overseer met me outside the massive vault door and told me point blank that while my services to the vaults were always remembered, he could no longer trust me or what I had become. He said something along the lines that I had saved the vault, and now I must leave. Bastard. I proved him right when I splattered his guts all over the front of the face of the vault door. And so, I left. The days and weeks that followed were hard on me. I'd met few true friends outside the vault, and they'd died following me. Now my family had kicked me out and said that I could never return. I screamed, I cried, and slowly I came to realize that the Overseer may have been correct. I had changed. Life outside the vault was different, and now I too was different. But I've never forgiven him for doing what he did to me. I wandered the desert, but never moved far from the mountains that shielded the vault from the rest of the world. Perhaps I wanted to return and force my way in, or plead with them to take me back. Fortunately, it didn't come to that. I found a few wretched souls, a small group of vault dwellers who, upon hearing of what happened to me, had decided to leave the vault and join my side. They knew little of the outside world and would have died if it were not for my assistance. Together, our little group moved north, away from the vault, away from that old life. Slowly, I taught them of what experience had taught me, and together, we learned to survive. Over time, our ragtag group turned into a tribe. I fell in love with one of them, and we raised a family, like all of our tribe's people. We founded the village beyond the Great Cliff. It is our secure home thanks to our hard work. We would send scouts back towards the vault to help others who thought like ourselves, but slowly that came to an end. We no longer head in that direction. I often wonder what became of Vault 13 and the other vaults, but I never had the time to go exploring again. I taught the others skills that they would need to survive and grow strong. Hunting, farming, and other skills to feed us. Engineering and science to build our homes. Fighting to protect what was ours. My love and I led the village and the tribe. It grew strong with our help. But all things must come to an end. Our sons and daughters are now leaders. I'm sure that the tribe will continue to grow strong under the leadership of our children. Katja perished years ago, and not a day that goes by I do not think of her face. I see it every time I look at our children. This journal is our legacy to them, to their children, and to the rest of the tribe. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Cletus Clute. And welcome, one and all, to the first episode of a new playthrough. Oh,
Frother, the interloper interrupted your narration.
And as
Kill
you can
her.
see, I've made a little addition. Yeah, I've made a little addition to the overlay here. That's right, Fallout 2. Yeah. I had a feeling you guys would enjoy that. But yes, I hope you like that. That, by the way, I should mention, is actually a canon retelling, written by, it was written in, that excerpt is from the Fallout 2 manual, actually. I made a few edits, you may see, to fit more in line with how our playthrough went. But yes, this will be the continuing story of Fallout, and in fact, the Clute clan. As we will be playing the, I believe it's the grandson of the Vault Dweller.
Do we have a name for our new Clute yet?
As a placeholder for, as a placeholder that I put on the schedule.
His name is Dlutist Lute.
His name is Dletus Dlute? No. Incorrect. I put his placeholder as Ian, sort of an homage to Ian in our playthrough. Died valiantly fending off not one but 2 Deathclaws.
I still think about how, like, if people would, like, come across that body and just be like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god, this guy was strong as shit.
Oh my god, do we name it Ian Clute?
That was what I was thinking. That's what I put on the schedule.
Ian Clute is
Ian
good.
Clute.
Ian Clute is really good.
The continuation of the Clute clan.
I named you after the man who saved my father's life. The reason you're alive today, Ian.
Ian,
I think we're
can
going.
shoot all
I
the
think
enemies
we
in the
are.
back.
I think we're actually going high charisma this time, right?
We are, in fact. I have
Badass narration too.
I have the build.
It's almost like you were made for this.
I have the build. Decided the build I want to go for. Sorry, give me a moment. I am.
Because I believe the joke is we were going to try to make charisma work. It fucking trashed out in one, and then we were like, no, we're going charisma this next time. Absolutely.
DD, may I offer some important information that the game does not tell you outside of the manual, but is very important as it affects every skill check in the game? Sure. I also have installed several mods for this playthrough, as I mentioned before. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Gotta boot up the game capture and the audio capture. Because the game doesn't tell you this, companions can complete skill checks and can level up. Only skills they can't use are lockpicking, speech, and science. Yes. Was it the Fallout 2 Restoration Project mod, I think? I believe that's what it was. Yes, the Fallout 2 Restoration Project, I think, is the mod I'm using for this playthrough. Game's audio is a bit loud. I will turn it down. It doesn't add anything new to the game. It just, it simply restores removed content, makes things a bit easier on newer systems, makes things look a bit better. Irons out some of the jank. Oh, there will be jank, but it won't be as jank. That you can be sure. To get the mod that gives companions their own unique models? I think that's part of this. I think the Fallout 2 Restoration Project is, in fact, several mods packaged into one. Hey, Pirate King Plays, thank you for the raid.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Ah, yes, there is no removing all the jank from this mod, but, oh, maybe lower it a little bit more.
Also, while you're out there, can you stream to the Discord?
Oh, yes. Hang on. Oh, copyrighted music. Oh, fuck. Give me a motherfucking sandwich. I'm really goddamn hungry. Please
The main
don't
menu
copy
guy looks
strike.
like he could yell at me about something lol.
Please interrupt the song.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
fucking
What the hell?
shitballs.
Ba-da-da.
There we go.
That was very funny.
All right. And because I skipped over it, trying to get into here, let's watch the intro. Let's actually watch the intro. My name is Louis fucking Armstrong. I play the fucking trumpet in this here funny game. Please do not copy strike. This is just for funny. Presents a fucking movie, a vaulted presentation, leaving the vault. Here, be sure to remember these basic rules. Rule number 1, line up in an orderly fashion. Rule number 2,
Time to punch maniacs in the face.
protect them I wear. Years of living in the vault to make eyes sensitive to natural sunlight. Without protective eyewear. Oh my god, that guy's eyes are missing. Holy fucking shit. Be prepared. Garden of Eden creation. Dick. Just got annihilated. Results may vary. Ah, what a movie. And what a lovely little soundtrack. That was nice. Well, gang, let's get ready to head on out. Our Garden of Eden creation kit in our hands. Let's head outside the vault and try to cut out a slice of the American dream for ourselves. It's time to bust out of our shell and make a life for ourselves. Let's do it. Let's go and try to make the world a better place, not just for us, but maybe for everybody else. And if we encounter some hardships outside, well, that's just...
What a lovely song from the Louis
guys.
Armstrong.
Make some friends along the way.
What's going on, everybody? Oh, no! Oh, my God!
War never changes.
God damn it.
The world occurred pretty much as we had predicted. Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing, an atomic spark struck by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the Earth. A quiet across the planet, lasting many years. Few survived the devastation. Some had been fortunate enough to reach safety.
Yes, this is Ron Perlman.
Underground vaults. When the great darkness passed, these vaults opened, and their inhabitants emerged to begin their lives again. One of the northern tribes claims they are descended from one such vault. They hold that their founder and ancestor, one known as the Vault Dweller, once saved the world from a great evil. According to their legend, this evil arose in the far south. It corrupted all it touched, twisting men inside. Only through the bravery of this Vault Dweller was the evil destroyed. But in so doing, he lost many of his friends and suffered greatly, sacrificing much of himself to save the world. When at last he returned to the home he had fought so hard to protect, he was cast out, exiled. In confronting that which they feared, he had become something else in their eyes, and no longer their champion. Forsaken by his people, he strode into the wasteland. He traveled far to the north, until he came to the Great Canyons. There he founded a small village, Arroyo, where he lived out the rest of his years. And so, for a generation since its founding, Arroyo has lived in peace, its canyons sheltering it from the outside world. It is home. Your home. But the scars left by the war have not yet healed, and the earth has not forgotten.
And there you go.
Holy Jack, those maniacs sent them to heck, and there probably isn't a speck of them left. Feck.
Indeed. Alright, well, now we get to start a brand new game. Here's the list of the pre-made characters. We've got Narg, who is your typical everyman. He's a little bit low in intelligence and charisma, but all of his other stats are pretty good. We've got Mingen. He is the, sort of the fast, sneaky sort of dude.
Patches, got it.
He even looks like him.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was like, hey, this is fucking Fallout Patches.
Mingen sounds like Pingus. Don't say that, you'll summon Gaius.
Pingin.
And there's Chitsa, who is the girl character.
What are these names? Who is the girl?
She is good at charisma and intelligence. Because she's a girl.
Oh yeah, then that of course, girls, smart and charismatic.
Who play a bit game? How does she play? With a boob? Oh, she also comes with the sex appeal baked in.
No,
because she's a girl.
As a girl, I can tell you, I use my nipples to operate the joysticks. That's how I'm an S-tier gamer.
Oh shit, is that how you're so good at Void Crew?
Yeah, yep. No, that's how I pull off the 0% Void Drive. It's the nipples.
They don't show that in the manga. But we will not be using any of these characters. Also, if you're wondering what the naming convention is, it's because the naming convention is, well, you'll see. These are all tribes people. And as such, their names come from their own sort of splinter language that after a few generations has developed.
Got it.
But we will not be using any of the presets here. We will, in fact, be creating our character.
So it's like a pigeon language sort of vibe. Got it. Cool.
Indeed. First things first. We're going to be a long-haired dude.
I do like that style. That style's good.
In honor of Ian, who also had long hair, we're going to rock the long hair.
We can also
So you
change.
said you had this shit all figured out.
I know what I'm going to be building for, and
oh my god, a race! Oh, it's been a while since I've seen that, and not in a fantasy game.
Yeah, get a load of the descriptions too. I believe this is part of the mod as well. We can be the default race. You know, white, the default race.
The default race.
Yes, white people are the default race, as you know. You're a generic default dude. You come from a long line of generic default dudes. You can also be generic black dude. You're generic, but black. Are you white or are you political?
God damn it.
Rock that header.
Oh my god.
And finally we can be Indian. Which has a very interesting description as well.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were thinking.
What the fuck?
This is part of the mod, by the way. I really... They must have just not been thinking. But, we are going to play the default race.
Literally only reason is because our dude from the previous game was white, but still, holy fuck.
When was this game made? It's not the game. This is the mod. This is not in the base game. The style and the race change.
Oh fuck, Connor, is this shit like the Frontier?
Is this shit like the Frontier? Yes. Right, so I've determined that our tagged skills are in fact going to be unarmed, speech, and I haven't decided on the last one. Probably medicine, maybe?
I was going to say medicine, science could be interesting. You know, because we've been. I think I was thinking of science as like we come from the vault, so we would have more knowledge of that kind of thing. But since we founded like a little village out here, I think first aid or lockpick would make more sense.
First aid would make sense because you'll see here we've actually developed a form of healing medicine
Father,
on our own.
I think this mod is gonna get us cancelled.
Father, I think this mod's gonna get us cancelled. We're well past the point of cancellation.
I think traps could be really interesting, though.
Maybe. I think traps is more being able to spot traps. I could be wrong about that, though.
I have no idea
Actually,
what traps do. I was just thinking of being a trapper, you know.
Finding and removing traps. Also the setting of explosives for demolitions purposes.
Okay, that could be kind of fun.
Let's see. What are we
useless, apparently. I want to make them work now.
Can be used to heal small cuts, abrasions, and other minor ills. In game terms, the use of first aid can heal more hit points over time than just rest. I'm sort of wanting to play Ian Clute as a bit of a sort of a more enlightened individual.
Frogda, explosions. Yes, I'll go get the bag.
Very pacifist. Very, only doesn't carry weapons with him. Only breaks out the fists when he has to.
I mean, in that case, science also does make a lot of sense.
That would also.
I wonder, because we're going speech, I wonder if there is going to be a healer companion at some point. Like a doctor or a...
Genuinely not sure. I know even less about this game than I do about Fallout 1.
I was just like, I feel like that's a good possibility, because if this is like in the era I'm thinking of, games liked to give you a healer companion at this point. But I don't know for sure. I could look it up really quick.
I think generally in the first two games, companions are meant for
Too bad they
combat.
didn't include the other
Too
default
bad they didn't
characters.
include other default characters.
Florgus, and Burf.
Fucticlops, and Burf. Burf sounds like the name of a fucking bully in a 90s movie. What's up, Burf? Good old Burf. What do we think? Between science and first aid, what are we thinking, chat? Companions are completely overhauled in this game? Yeah, I would hope so. Burp and Skull. Science is my vote. First aid. Oh, blind him with science? Wasn't Cletus kind of a scientist? Absolutely not. He certainly was not. Energy weapons for the lols. Do science? People are saying science, so let's tag it.
Cletus was very smart. We do forget that Cletus was actually quite smart.
Just because he had that big iron does not mean that he wasn't a thinker as well.
I like that. I like that a lot. We'll find ways to heal. Because you said enlightened, and enlightened to me, that's always science. That term. Cletus did canonically make the Master kill himself.
It's true. Although that was because he had really high speech.
Which we also...
At the end, due to shenanigans that no one can explain.
In that moment, he was possessed by the spirit of charisma itself.
It's true. Let's see here. So I think for our build, we're going to go straight 5 strength. 5 strength for now. That'll be fine. Our perception is going to be set to 7. Our endurance will be set to 8.
Are we just not agile? Are we just, really not agile? We've had a life.
Can we also go get motherfucker? He seems like a respectable super mutant. Note from Fate. He's a Fallout New Vegas mod and his funny joke.
And, engineering and all that kind of stuff.
Possibly. Although, agility for unarmed build, I think will probably be quite necessary.
Oh, that does make sense. I was thinking strength would be unarmed. But...
Yeah, because maybe luck is not our strong suit.
What is bad luck? Luck affects how much you crit and how often crits happen to you, right?
Possible. Whenever you use a skill, the game checks between you and your companions, and if your companions have the higher skill, they will attempt to complete the skill check first, except for speech, science, and lockpicking. Okay, so in that case, we'll probably want charisma.
Oh yeah, we want charisma as high as we can get it.
I wonder, actually. Charisma affects how many companions you can have.
I love the idea of us being kind of useless in a fight, but just having a lot of people around us to take care of things.
Let's see here. Let's Would like a bit of advice on how to get more car points? Well, I think our starting trait is going to be gifted. Because it just makes the game easier.
What does gifted do again?
It makes each of my primary stats +1, but I lose 10% on all skills to start.
Yeah.
You know, actually, this doesn't look too bad. This right here, my spread, we've got good strength, great perception, great endurance, good charisma, good intelligence, or very good intelligence, very good agility, and average luck.
Do we want to even out our endurance and our charisma to very good?
We could if we wanted.
I'm just thinking, because we were wanting to go the charisma build, but it's entirely up to you, of course.
I think this looks pretty good right here. We're gonna be mostly pacifist run. Let's see, and I can't have. All right. I believe Ian Clute. There he is. All right.
What does perception do for us? Just out of curiosity.
It is the ability to see, hear, taste, and notice unusual things. A high perception is important for sharpshooters. It modifies sequence and ranged combat distance modifiers.
Is that useful for us, actually?
Probably not as useful, but yeah, we could probably afford to dock a point in that for something else.
I'd say charisma, endurance, intelligence.
What is Ian's opinion on super mutants?
Like, of course, those are just like the suggestions I have.
What is Ian's opinion on super mutants? He's never met one, so he has no opinion. He's only heard that they were bad dudes. What do you think, chat? What would you put our last remaining point into? maybe intelligence? I'm late. What character build are we doing? We're doing an unarmed talker, pacifist sort of build. Let's go for intelligence. Let's go for intelligence.
We do have that science.
It also gives us more skill points. Yeah, this looks good right here. 6 strength, 7 perception, 8 endurance, 6 charisma, 8 intelligence, 7 agility, and 5 luck.
Not as high charisma as I was expecting us to go.
I think the speech skill will grow.
Oh, the speech will grow more just in the sense of like companions, because of how charisma affects companion numbers.
What about my second trait? Let's see here.
Bloody mess is always fun.
Bloody mess is always fun.
They put those animations in for a reason.
We could just basically be like Kenshiro from California. Just punch people and make them explode.
Goddamn.
You were
shocked. Funny.
Aida Soraga Oshitekuru. You were shocked.
If only you could get Mysterious Stranger here.
I think we can eventually, but not yet.
No, but like out the gate, I think that would be very funny.
That would be very funny. All right, I think this is what we'll go with. The story of Ian Clute begins as soon as I check my...
Smart of brain, sturdy of body, keen of sight. Ian Clute.
It is time to Unga and Bunga. And Thomas Solorio, thank you for the 10 bits.
I say make him the type of guy that, when this is all said and done, he looks back and doesn't have PTSD. He's got fond memories.
Well, we'll see about that, Latverian citizen. We'll just have to wait and see.
Come in, chosen one. There are things you must know. The village is dying. The signs are everywhere. Withering crops. Dying Brahmin. Sick children.
Yeah.
However, a slim hope that few know of. The old discs speak of an item called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland.
Behold, the most misunderstood device in all of Fallout.
Yeah, I immediately was like, that's probably not what that does, is it?
If you survive,
well,
come back to me. We will talk more. Our life is in your hands, chosen one. Prove yourself. Find the Gek. Be our salvation.
And here we are.
Are we sure that's what Gek stands for?
The Garden of Eden Creation Kit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Also, look at our fancy new bar down here. Look at that. Okay. All right. Well, we're back at it at the Krispy Kreme. And first things first, I'm just going to really quick crank this up. Turn that
Welcome
on.
to Ian Burger, home of the Ian Burger. Can I take your order?
Yuck. What mods do we have? We have the Fallout 2 Restoration Project equipped.
Is that the Xenomorph?
I see Clint, a fellow tribesman. Also, listen to this music. Yoy, yoy. Also, look at all these plants. Green! Green!
Oh, what are they talking about? Everything was great here.
Yoy. Yoy. What's up, Clint? How you doing?
Good day to you, Ian Clute. You have not completed the trial of the Elder. You may not pass. I have some questions for you. And forgive me, but I have no answers to your questions. Take the trial set before you by the Elder and prove yourself worthy to lead our people. Oh, very well.
I find the Gek, but it's a bootleg called the Guck. The music is a little low. Well, the game was a little high earlier. Is it low for everyone? Are we not in a vault? We are, in fact, not in a vault. We are in a small village to the south? Or is it the west? We might be to the west of Vault 13. We are, in fact, a tribal. Which is just what they're called. It doesn't have any connotations towards any sort of groups of people, other than it's just a group of people that can be made up of any sorts of people.
That's it. Hi, Evie.
Hey, what's up, Evie? I'm gonna Kermit. Please do not. Alright. You got an ad for a suppository?
Oh no. Alright.
I am in a dark, musty temple. The shadows seem to play tricks on your eyes, and you can hear the faint sound of movement. And hark! That's how you get ants. You want ants? Because that's how you get ants. How the fuck did your people build this in, what, 100 years?
Welcome to one of the worst tutorial levels in gaming history.
One of the worst tutorial levels in gaming history? Oh, I've been told. I've been told. I am well aware of the infamy of this starting area. I have equipped myself with knowledge as best I could for this. But fret not. Punch! Punch! I will kick you in the right hind... wait. I will kick you in the head. Ooh, got him! Alright, look at that! Managed to single out that one ant, and now I don't have to fight both of them at the same time. Oh, there we go.
Fucking beat them up. You can get them.
Actually, no, you come to me. You come to me, little Anton. Kick him in the head. Ooh!
They got 6 HP.
Me.
Good to know.
And like that, managed to fucking smash the guys. We do have a spear. But as we are unarmed and not melee, we are going to continue to use our fists. It looks dead, and I also can't loot the ants, so we will just move on. And onward we go. This area over here is a dead end, but, you know, we have taken no damage. Actually, you know what? We're not trained in sneak, but let's just see how much trouble we can get into. Oh my god. Shoryuken! And I did it. And now if I just... He inherited his sneaking sound from his grandfather. Shoryuken! Oh my god. It isn't a spoiler, but I actually have one of the best builds in the game. I know. So this is a healing powder. So this will help us slightly. Also, look at this. Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Take all button. Oh, we've got another Antony. He's flame retardant! He really is Kenshiro. Oh yeah, I am blitzing through this right now.
Lovely, good.
That there's a rad Scorpone. So the healing powder here. Very powerful healing magic, though it will bring you the feeling of sleep to your head. That text translates to whenever I use it, I will heal. It is like a stim pack, but whenever I use it, I lose 1 perception until I rest. Dastardly Scorpones.
Oh, finally a take all button. Now I can loot all these caps from the steel mill.
Alright. I'm gonna kick him in the tail. Boom! I missed. Do it again. Boom! I'll do it again. Boom! I'll do it again. Boom! God damn. You a shark! That's gonna be the replacement for the big iron in this game, is the you a shark! Aide Soraga Oshite-kuru.
Well, I'm gonna definitely... we're gonna have to watch some Fist of the North Star, because I have already admitted I have yet to see it. So if that's gonna be the thing,
I'm a big fan of Fountainson. Or Hunk, if you're a weeb. Hokuto no Ken.
I do know that, yeah. Oh my one more.
Skull breaking face disintegrating punch.
I'm for a while that had entered the mainstream, and I was kind of shocked. I guess I could say I was shocked that it got as prevalent as it did. Nani?
Nani?
Omae wa mou shindeiru. Wasn't there a Fist of the North Star game? There have been several. The brain? I can punch it in the brain. Hoto! Zankaiken! Well, unless I miss. know what? I've been poisoned. Fuck. Whew. I'm not wearing a Pip-Boy. Fuck. Whoa. I've been beset by another Scorpone.
A Scorpion. Here we go.
So I'm noticing that I'm basically getting 2 turns in a row. Yuckers. Bones. I search the bones, and I get another spear. I will take that with me. I don't think there's anything else over here. Yeah, it's seeming like initiative or initiative is a bit like Shadowrun, where you can get multiple turns, quote unquote, if you're... Oh, the door appears to be locked. Uh-huh. Not to worry. I've definitely picked the lock. I rolled that 14, baby. See you later, Confan. Behold, the master of unlocking. I'm also going to be saving less once we get out of here. Oh, I see a raised plate. See, my perception.
I was going to say that perception might also be lit, is giving us those extra turns.
So now that I've noticed them, will I just path around them? I suppose I can just find out. Oh, wait, I can just straight up see them. Okay, I did it! Yay! I remember a Fist of the North Star game where there was a secret boss that was Anon from the Yakuza games, trying to kill Kenshiro and gave Kenshiro a run for his money. Wasn't his name Amon? Also, yeah, that was Lost Paradise, I think it was called. Yeah, Lost Paradise. Bosco's in that. He plays Joggy, which is one of my favorite characters. Joggy is a piece of shit. Yes, it was called Hokuto ga Gotoku, or Like a North Star, in Japanese, and it was made by Ryuga Gotoku Studios, the people who brought you Yakuza. And it's pretty good as far as I'm aware. Scorpion. Brain punch. Carapace punch. Whoop. Carapace punch. Carapace punch. Carapace punch. Carapace punch. I did it. Hey. Fallout to the second. The second indeed. I see a chest. Can I observe the chest? It's a wooden chest. Can I get e-chest? You cannot get e-chest. Another healing thing. Is there anything else in this room? I don't know. Probably not. Also, someone brought it up earlier, and yeah, how the fuck did they build all this in 100 or so years?
Cyclone Breaker Punch.
With pre-industrial tools, no less. Yeah. Oh, there's another raised plate. Whoa! I trigger a trap, but I narrowly avoid the projectile shot from the wall. Way! Look at this. I see a chasm. It's not out of the ordinary. What's this, though? What the fuck is this? Huh? Let me see.
You realize what you get to say if you have him all fists? Crazy Diamond, send his comeback in his balls.
Oh, okay. So apparently this temple was built on the ruins of a church or museum. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So they did not, in fact, make this. Ooh. A pot. You got some plastic explosives. Okay. I'll just... C4! Also, I've just read that apparently aimed punches are not necessary in this part of the game, as for the first day of this game, critical hits have been disabled for some reason. Alright, Anthony.
Get you some! Apparently, the museum had an exhibit on high-grade explosives. I'm sure that was placed in that pot by the people who are running this trial. Oh. Antidote. Oh! Very nice. Let me just go ahead and administer that now. No doubt that antidote was a result of the Vault Dweller getting the antidote from that scientist in Shady Sands. Alright, and here we are. I think this is the last door of the trial. It's a metal door. Doo-doo-doo. I see an impenetrable door. Old worn door looks like it could be destroyed with a well-placed explosive. Well, you know what? We've got just the thing. And thankfully now it automatically sets it on the floor whenever we arm it, so that is another quality of life thing that I'm grateful for. Let's just go all the way back here just to be absolutely sure that nothing could possibly go wrong. And we'll just shoot the shit, shoot the breeze. How you doing, chat?
How you is, chat?
I've been attending Ferality this weekend. I just watched a fireworks show with some... Oh, there we go. With some old friends of mine. Eating technically leftover KFC? What do you mean technically leftover?
Yeah, what does that mean, hon?
I'm scared. But yeah, Ferality so far, Ferality Somna has been a lot of fun so far. They actually pushed the events, the last day to tomorrow, so, you know, got plenty of time to still explore a little bit. I've attended all of the panels and meetups that I've wanted to. Now it's basically just hanging out with friends. C4. There's some more stuff over here. I was able to attend. I hope to be able to attend next time with friends. I wasn't able to make it to this one. Nah, that's very fair. I think within the first day they've raised like $31,000. That's nuts. I just casually walked right by that Scorpone. Strong kick! Strong kick! Ugh. Attack! The food was technically from, like, early morning to this afternoon, and some was saved just for me. It was put up a few minutes ago and then reheated for me to eat, so technically leftovers. Okay. Just the phrase technically leftover is very... It triggered something in my brain that made me think something wasn't necessarily right. I had some, chicken a la king tonight. It was, interesting.
I think my dad accidentally put sugar in it instead of salt. Yeah, it was a little sweet, but, you know, it was edible. I ate it. Probably wouldn't again, though. My dad's a good chef. He's just... Sometimes he just gets a wild hair up his ass and does something foolish. Oh-ho! And we've reached the end. This trial is over! Trial complete? This man, however, stands in our way. I see a fire pit. And I see Cameron, a fellow tribesman. Greetings, Ian Clute. I have the honor of being your final challenge. To continue your quest, you must defeat me in unarmed combat. Shall we begin? Can I make a playlist of my Fallout playthrough? I've also been watching Gateway lately. Yeah, I can make a playlist for it. I'll need to find them. There aren't particularly much of the Fallout 2, or the Fallout 1 playthrough. Yeah, sure, let's party! Yeah! I've got some questions for you first. What would you like to know? Is this a fight to the death? No, my friend. You need only defeat me. When the time comes, we will end the battle. Alright? Why do we have to fight? The path of the Chosen One is not an easy trial to walk, Ian Clute. You will be faced with many challenges throughout your lifetime. And the most difficult of these will be dealing with your fellow man. There will come a time when diplomacy and tact will prove to be useless, and your hand must be raised instead. This challenge prepares you to face another human, look him in the eyes, and know that you may have to kill him. I disagree with you. I think a peaceful solution to any problem is possible. You may be correct, Ian Clute, but not in our current situation. You must defeat me in order to succeed your trial. Look, I don't know all of your strengths and weaknesses, and you don't know all of mine. Accidents do happen, so what if one of us inadvertently kills the other? Let's just end this now, rather than take that chance, okay? I see your point. I wouldn't want to be responsible for killing you when all I meant to do was test your mettle. Very well. You may pass, Chosen One. Thanks! I'll see you back at the village. And there you go! And with that, the trial is officially complete. Isn't this a mod thing? No, you can legitimately talk Cameron down. And you make a good point as well. Like, you know, we're...
Accidents happen all the time. Like, literally.
He's like, I'm going to test your mettle, and is like, well, if we're fighting for real, but not to the death, you know, sometimes one of us could actually die, even if we're not trying. And he's like, you know what? Great point. You're the chosen one.
Yeah, real.
And what do I win? Nothing. It's just a decorative pot. Yippee!
Yeah, it takes a lot of training.
And here's our prize.
Hurt people.
The garb our ancestors before us wore. The vault suit.
It is good to see you again, Chosen One. How may I help you? Just thought I'd say hi. See you later. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Arroyo. Look at this. Look at all the green we've got here. And all the poop. This place seems to be doing pretty alright for itself, although we're told that, in fact, all is not well. Disease and famine run rampant in Arroyo. And it is up to us to make the land livable once again.
YOLO.
Hee-ha-hoo. I skipped straight past it. Oh well. We'll buff our lockpicking a little bit. We'll buff our sneak a little bit as well. I will not need guns for this playthrough, so I'm not going to bump any of these. It is just going to be unarmed, melee, and throwing will be my main combat stuff.
The only argument I can see for lockpicking is that we are science smart, and that's like, lockpicking is kind of an engineering thing.
There we go. That's a good spread right there. And what are these things exactly? I see a plant of Dark Soul. I don't remember seeing these things in Dark Souls. Give it to me. That thing.
Your dark soul.
Whoa, Nelly! Alright. Well, don't exactly want to do that. When we hear a little bogey... What? Who? Okay. Hello! You can see your young cousin, Nagor. You don't see his dog Smoke anywhere.
It's humanity in plant form.
Cousin, I am glad to see you. I need your help. What do you need help with? Smoke ran off into the hunting grounds and hasn't come back, and now Morless won't let me go find him. She says it's too dangerous and he's just a dog, but I was going to go anyway. But now that you're here, you could do it, and I wouldn't get in any trouble. Sure, but where are the hunting grounds? What'd you do, hit your head with a rock? They're on the far side of Hakunen's tent, north of the village. I'll be back with them soon. Yo. I see goo. There's goo here. Apparently it's not shit, it's goo. Alright, let's see what's down here. I see a male villager. Hello, I hear you are the Chosen One. Now, perhaps our village will be saved. Can you tell me, what can you tell me of the traders who trade with us? Oh, it's not my place to deal with the traders. Talk to Minok, the guardian of the Great Bridge. He sees them all. Could you tell me where the Great Bridge is located? Good joke, Chosen One. You know where it is. That way, to the south. Thank you. Alright, one more question if I may. Of course, why not? Could you tell me where I can find some healing herbs? Go see Hakunin in the northern corner of the village. He can help you. Thank you. Goodbye. A tribeswoman. Hello, Chosen One. Can I help you in your quest? I'm just looking around the village one last time before I leave. Gods give you speed and bring back Eden before it is too late. Goodbye, my friend. Hello, I hear you're the Chosen One now. Perhaps we're a bit to do. Let's see. I see a skull pole. A pole with human skulls attached to it.
Chosen One. Quacking sound.
Look at this thing. A stone monument. Indeed. A regular domesticated Brahmin. And bones. I see Jordan twirling his spear as usual. Chosen One, the way you use a spear, you'll be meat for the geckos in no time. I can show you a few tricks. Sure, this will take a little while. You're a swift student. Looks like you've learned all that I can teach you. Thanks, Jordan. That's going to help a lot. And I believe now we've got our Pip-Boy. Yep. It's the same sprite as the old one. I see Morlis, one of my aunts, the one who never liked you. Oh, well, let's go talk to her. She's our aunt, after all. Why do you bother me, nephew? Can't you see I'm busy? Alright, fine. I guess Morlis doesn't want to talk to me. Yeah. Music in this game is pretty cool. Count Widget, thank you for rating with a party of 8. How's it going? Pick me up. Put me. Yeah. Yeah. Right. We need to find Smoke, who ran off into the hunting grounds. Also, look at those locks bounce. Music slaps? That's what I'm saying. See a tribesman. See a tribeswoman. Anything in these tents that is worth noting? Have you talked to the elder yet? Hello, Chosen One. Off to find the Gek? Yes, before I go, I'd like to ask you a few questions. What can you tell me of the men who trade with any final advice before I head out in the unknown? Certainly. Beware of weapons of the outsiders. The gecko's bite is nothing compared to the destructive power of their boomsticks. Got it. Anything else? Do not give your trust freely. Honor means very little out in the wastes. Stay alert and always question the motives of others. Sure thing. Is that all? Never forget your roots. The world outside our village is full of shiny toys and luxuries that might make your life here in Arroyo appear simple and plain, but remember, the lifestyle of the outsider produces wicked men ruled by greed and corruption. Be wary not to become like he who must not be named. He who must not be named? Who? Are you drunk with the glory of being the Chosen One now that you've forgotten about... Might not quickly glances around. To be sure that no one is listening in, and leans forward and lowers his voice to whisper, Kaga? Oh, that's who I thought you meant, but why don't you go ahead and tell me what his deal is again? I really love that story. Minok mumbles something under his breath and shakes his head before beginning the tale. As you should know, he was once the greatest warrior of our tribe. He led many expeditions into the outside world, and it was there where the corruption began to poison his mind. He became infatuated with the ways of the outsiders, where power could bring anyone respect and luxury. He began to view himself as superior to his fellow tribesmen who were content to live a more simple life. Go on. When our tribe fell into these hard times, he deemed himself our people's savior and entered the Temple of Trials to prove himself to be the Chosen One. Go on. He made his way through the temple, quickly reaching the final test, a hand-to-hand combat with his fellow warrior. Wait, he blew up the door and everything? Do we have to rebuild it every time someone goes through the temple? Speaking of that, who built the temple in the first place? I don't have time to answer all your silly questions. Do you want me to finish the tale or not? Sorry, please continue.
Asking the real questions. As you know.
During the final trial, he who must not be named unsheathed the hidden blade and used it to kill his opponent. When the elder confronted him about his dishonorable use of a hidden weapon, he argued that it was not cheating, but rather proved himself to be a cunning warrior. The elder did not agree. He who must not be named was forcibly exiled from our tribe, and his name was never to be spoken amongst us again. As he was cast away into the wastes, he swore an oath of vengeance. Vengeance upon our tribe, and especially against you. Me? What'd I do?
Wait, yeah, what the fuck?
You're the Chosen One. A title he feels he's rightfully his. His pride will not allow you to live. I'll be on my guard. Hopefully he's dead out in the wastes by now. Listen and understand. He who must not be named is out there. He can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. He won't feel pity or remorse or fear. And he absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. I'll keep that in mind. Take care, Minoc. Where the freak is this elder? Exactly. I need to... I also hear dog. I can get the best early game melee weapon from this guy, but I'm not spec for melee. I mean, I guess I could grab it. Are you still here? You must go find the Gek. Staying here does not help us. Yes, but I was wondering about your spear. It looks a little different. My father taught me how to make stronger blades than most. Get me a piece of flint and I'll fix your spear too. You'll need it in the wilderness. Where would I get some of this flint? They say your Aunt Morlis has been hoarding a piece. She's so ill-tempered I don't think anyone's asked her. Of course, the witch will want something in return. Thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yo. I also hear that dog. The elder is back in one of the huts. I didn't see her. Let's go to Morlis first. What is it? You know I have a lot to do. Minoc said... Minoc said what? Out with it, child. That, you might have some flint? I do. You want some, is that it? Well, yeah. Well, I want 3 doses of healing powder. Bad times are coming and I'm going to be ready. Bring them to me and you can have the flint. Aunt Morlis, I have 3 right here. Here's the flint. Now off with you. I don't have time for gossip. Thank you, Aunt Morlis. Thanks, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. I see Lucas. What's up, Lucas? Sup, man? So there you are, Chosen One. How goes your quest? Pretty well. Maybe you need a warrior's help? Sure. What can you help me with? I know how to fight with fists and feet. Think you can learn that? Well, what can you teach me? You know all I can teach you, Chosen One. Good luck on your adventure. Oh, okay.
Turns out I'm better than him at unarmed. I always find it funny that whenever you go to like a teacher in one of these RPGs and you're better at the skill than them and they get pissed at you for it, I find it very funny.
It's like, what the f are you doing asking me for? I should be you know what? Fuck you.
When you beat the Swordmaster in the first Quest for Glory game, he gets so pissed at you that he retires on the spot. He's like, "Oh, well, look at you. I guess you're the Swordmaster now. I don't fucking need this anymore. I'm gonna go to Tahiti, Arthur." That's right. I'm going all the way to Tahiti.
Oh my god.
Aha, I see the village elder. Sup, Granny?
Congratulations, Chosen One. You have survived the Temple of Trials. Are you ready for your quest?
What the dog
does
doing?
Her sprite look different? Or
Yeah.
am I just stupid?
Absolutely.
What the fuck? Oh, her sprite is facing the her sprite's facing a different direction. Or wait, no. Is it?
I don't know exactly. It feels more detailed to me.
It looks like her sprite is flipped horizontal, but her blind eye is on the right spot. It also does, in fact, look more detailed. Maybe I'm stupid. This is also Cletus's daughter. So she is a member of the Klute clan.
The training stuff you mentioned reminds me of that one Oblivion video from Bacon where he one-shots the master unarmed trainer.
But yes, this is I believe this is our this is our grandmother, and I believe that wait, no. Hang on, no.
That would make Clute our great-grandmother. Or great-grandfather.
No, this is her mom. Hi, Mom. You look old. You're not doing so hot for 53, huh? Yeah, this is our mom, and she's also 53 years old. She's, had a rough one, as you can tell. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Are you ready for your quest? Of course.
Then take this flask. It is from the Holy Vault 13. Vic, a trader in Klamath, brought it to us. He may know where the vault is. You may also need some of what they call money. Here.
Is there more you can tell me?
I cannot help much. So much has been lost from the long ago. What wisdom do you seek?
Also, you may notice a missing feature here. It appears as though we cannot tell me more anymore. That may be a feature of the mod that just makes it so that all of the options I can't ask her about are presented here.
Why is Mama Raisin? Did she forget to hydrate like a good human like everyone here? Drink your water, humans.
The greatest villain in Fallout is in this game? Yes, that is also true. They removed it in Fallout 2? Ah. I like text parsers. I don't know. There's just something about typing in your question that just makes it feel more real than just selecting it from a bunch of options. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a video boomer. Tell me more about the Gek.
It is a holy artifact. The Garden of Eden creation kit. The discs promise it will make our lands green and our village prosperous. It will save us. More, I do not know.
There's more I want to know.
What do you need?
How do I get to Klamath?
Klamath is to the east.
There are other things I would learn.
What do you need?
Where is Vault 13?
The Holy 13? I cannot help you. Only the Vault Dweller knew. His tales have the sound of a perilous journey.
I see. There is much I need to know.
What do you need?
On second thought, I don't need any help now. Goodbye. Alright, and now I've got a trusty Vault 13 water flask. Now, this relic of the vault was probably used to contain some sacred sacrament. The holy number 13 is emblazoned on the side of this precious link to your people's past and hopefully your future. You'll also notice that we're not using caps anymore. We are in fact using coinage.
Caps roll back around.
I believe this is the precursor to NCR dollars, which we will learn about in short order. So I've got to find this dude's dog. It looks like our first order of business is to find Vic the Trader, but there's more.
Sorry they had to revert to coins cause we
I
took all the
fixing the
caps.
well and talking to Hauken. Ah, yes, there's a, Our tribe does in fact have a, spirit talker of sorts. He's quite the character, but he can help us. Oh, this well has not worked in a while. It needs to be repaired. You know what? Let's see if we can take a look at it. I see the well. Well. In for a cap.
But this question, is there a time limit?
I believe the time limit starts the moment we leave Arroyo.
Apparently there's...
Or wait, no. I lied. So, there is no time limit, but the game makes it seem like there is one.
Got it. So it's more of a story thing than a mechanical thing like in the last one.
Right. Yeah. Every once in a while, it will like play a cutscene where it's like, oh, the tribe is dying. Oh no, you better hurry.
But there's no actual time limit this time. So we can be as leisurely as we want here. Alright, let's repair this bitch. I repair the well.
That sounds like the Discord mute unmute noise. Boop, boop.
Pingers!
What's up, guys?
See?
Call out to the all out, baby.
I told you you'd summon them.
Hi!
Now they are here.
I have been, for 1,000 years I lay dormant.
Bingus!
Bingus.
And I came with the call of a god. Bingus!
Well, Gaius, I hope you're ready for the tales of Ian Clute.
Oh no!
The ancestor of the vault dweller Cletus Clute.
I am quite excited. Actually, I never did ask. How did you actually end up fighting the master?
No. We did eventually get him to blow himself up.
Okay, you did the neat version. Where you told him his plan was mid and he needs to think it over and it caused him to self-destruct. Neato.
I mean, Cletus Clute, that's not his name. That's just straight up not his name. It's not a thing, Terran.
No. It's
Ian Clute.
So
Where is this guy?
Seeing as how you have the outfit already, you've already completed the temple?
Yes.
Okay. How did that go with your unarmed build?
Incredibly smoothly.
Yeah, no. When you told me I'm gonna do unarmed, I just said, all right, have the easiest time in the world at the start then.
We're going for something like an unarmed pacifist build with high speech and charisma.
Honestly, I think that's the best way to do it. If you're gonna do unarmed build, I think being the charismatic unarmed man is probably the best way.
We don't have like crazy good charisma. We're more smart than we are charismatic.
Oh, cool. I am a Fallout 2 lover, so I will talk up Fallout 2 as much as I can. So
he's basically a WWE wrestler. Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I'm gonna wreck it, Ralph.
I'm Ralphing.
Oh my god, I'm gonna Ralph. Wait, that means something else.
Yeah.
I see a Brock flower.
It's a Brock flower. Leah, you better go find a bucket then. You don't need to. Don't Ralph on stream.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Smile.
Hey, Doc,
Smile.
they found my flower. Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc.
The flower that's for Kuzco. The
flower.
Cusco's flower. The flower.
Cusco's flower.
Hey, Doc. Doc, they found my flower.
Doc, my flower. The flower for Cusco. Cusco flower. Those geckos are so intimidated by you. It's like, what?
Bet your ass.
Please don't come near me.
You know what? Yeah.
D20 roll.
You know what? They're not fucking with me.
They
D20
are.
roll. Oh, hang on. Let me.
Connor,
grab
you see,
my dice.
this is what's called having aura. You walk near the geckos, they spot you. They spot your aura, and they're like, not that guy.
Damn, he just walked right the fuck past me. I'm locked in. That was an 8. You got an 8 on your roll. Combine.
Fallout.
Fallout, baby.
The geckos in this game appear to be way more docile than they are in New Vegas. I spoke too soon.
You all get one weapon from any of the Fallout series
Alright, motherfucker.
as your iconic weapon.
Up.
What is that weapon and what do they call you?
If I get one weapon from any of the Fallout series to take as your iconic weapon, what is that weapon? Easy, the rocket hammer. And they call me the Big Swinger.
I don't actually know what my iconic weapon would be. You know what? Maybe it'd be the BB gun. Hell yeah,
Big
legendary
swing
Red
thing.
Ryder BB gun. I'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I'll shoot your eye out, kid, and you literally shoot their eye out. Man, look at that beautiful.
Kick him in the balls.
Wire. What up? Railway rifle, Big John. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you sure we should have named him Kenshiro Clute?
Kenny Clute.
Kenny Clute walks up to a gecko. Just fucking blows.
Oh, I'm getting fucked up. I'm getting fucked up.
You got no armor, Connor.
I need to get the hell out of here.
I'm walking. Luckily, they have about as much AP as you do, so.
Oh, there's the dog.
Hey, it's that dog.
Hey, it's that dog. Hang on, did this not...
Call out to the call out, baby.
Call out post twitter.com when they dot my com.
My .com gets dotted, baby.
I'll rest for an hour. See how much health I get back. I got no health back. Shit. Alright, maybe I've got a little bit of a... Woo!
Woo-hoo! Hey!
Got a little close to the flora here.
Ian, honey darling, did you get near my rabbit healing plants? I'm trying to teach them how to shoot medicinal herbs into you.
That's crazy. I see Hakunin, the
Hey,
village
I found the
shaman.
Jek we were told about. I didn't realize it was so wriggly when I was told about the prototype Jek Zero.
That's right. He appraises you with crazy eyes from somewhere in the world only he inhabits.
Greetings, chosen. Why does the earth before me warm to the touch of your passing?
And this is Hakunin. He's a bit of a weirdo, but he's well-meaning.
Why he looking at me like that, man?
He also has magic powers. Straight up.
Yes.
He can broadcast himself into your dreams and talk to you.
Yes, he does.
I'm not kidding.
Yes, he in fact can. And I'm pretty sure it might just because he's like a minor mutant of some kind in my mind. He might just have that expanded psyker brain.
I can't believe this guy was the precursor to fucking Johan. Just broadcasting himself into your dreams. Chosen one. How are you doing? I'm well. This dream is crazy, right?
Hey, what you doing?
Having a wet dream, chosen one. I'll leave you to it. I'll just be in this butch, watching.
Hang on, needs more me. Wait! Call out to the call out, baby.
I'm hurt. Can you heal me?
Is this Hakunin from Montagna?
No.
Once again, the wholeness of your being is like a land blessed.
Thank you.
Please reveal to clouded eyes the purpose of your passage.
The fact that only his mouth moves when he speaks is very unsettling. I know everyone does it, but for him especially, it just strikes me as a little creepy. I've come to say goodbye. I'm leaving on my holy quest.
The earth sings with the news of a champion upon the land. Perhaps before you go, you would bestow a kindness?
Sure, what do you need?
The plants of Dark Soul have infested my garden again. Many seasons have touched my bones, and I am too frail for the fight which is eternal in nature. I ask that you be my champion.
I'd be honored, Holy One.
May the gods bless your efforts, Chosen. May your aura grace my presence when the earth breathes clean again.
Oh, he's saying I have aura.
Connor, I literally told you have aura. So does your character arrive with a funny theme, or does he arrive with bam bam?
He's adopted the Clute family music sting. Whenever he like whoops someone's ass, but instead of Big Iron, it's you are shot.
Why am I getting like God? What's the name of that anime where they want to eat God?
God Eater.
No.
Dungeon Meshi?
Not quite. It's old. It's like an old shonen. It took a lot from it took a lot of inspiration from Fist of the North Star.
Berserk?
No.
Where they want to eat God?
Yeah. The goal well, like they're all chefs and they all hunt things with their hands.
Is it Toriko?
Toriko, yes! I imagine the Toriko theme starting up.
Yes!
Yeah.
Omae tachi yonderu.
This is, I imagine, your guys' theme. The Toriko theme starts and he goes, I'm gonna fucking
the
make
gourmet fighter Ian Clute.
Yeah.
What a fucking trip Toriko is.
Toriko's weirdly fucking good though, dude.
It's so good. Me and my friends used to lift weights and like fucking like do exercises while we were watching Toriko because the anime
amazing.
The anime made us so fucking hungry that we had to focus on something else.
That sounds amazing. It sounds so like empowering to work out to in a weird way.
Toriko is fucking awesome.
Ugh, the Monkey King arc is the best by far. I kind of have to put that up there. Yeah, that's a great arc. Also, how many of you did I shock with nostalgia by thinking of Toriko?
I don't remember them wanting to eat God, but
I don't know. It's like my friend always described to me, and their end goal is to eventually meet God and eat him, and I was like, oh, okay.
Taishikomete itadakimasu. Whoa. Bouncy. Whoa. Renpatsu de.
Chat, was I onto something with them wanting to eat God, or am I crossing wires here?
What?
It's a dexterous plant. What the fuck?
Well, this guy's got some moves.
Okay, cool. I'm not crazy. Chat confirms they wanted to eat God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I should go read Toriko now. I want to rewatch it, but I should also go read it.
Toriko. The manga finished.
Oh.
Remember the giant crossover between DBZ, One Piece, and Toriko?
Yeah. There was a monster with a high power level known as God. Got you. Okay, I understand that.
Smile to the soul of an old man in passing. For this, I give you powders of healing. Remember, they fog the mind as they cleanse the body.
Thank you.
And also, will I mix the Brock flower with the Xander root together whenever you bring both to me. May your pathways be true and your heart follow suit.
I'm almost... where could I find these things?
Look to the north, Chosen, and the way will be open.
Okay, thanks.
So the screen you were on when you got your ass kicked by geckos. Probably.
Yes.
Chosen. My garden is well. How is yours?
Hey man, my weed plants are great. Thanks for cleaning up the weeds.
I'm alright.
The pleasure of these words fills me. Alas,
This
the
is some
gods
dank
whisper
shit,
for my
chosen
ear.
one. You want a spliff?
Bye. Alright, well, he
Would you-
won't heal
would
me
you-
a second time, it seems.
So this is a question for both you, Connor and Leah. Would you take a fucking blunt handed to you from that guy?
Connor,
Absolutely.
what's your thoughts
No
on
question.
Resident Evil 9
I will
finally
never
returning to
return from the
Raccoon
high
City?
that guy... Whoa!
That guy would give me that would maybe get me a little high.
I'm gonna say that guy's weed would probably send you on an earth-shattering mental revelation.
I don't think you understand how fried my synapses are.
I don't. I've never smoked weed with you, so I don't.
Let's just say, and I do not say this lightly, I do not think I could out smoke, but I think I could smoke on par with Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
I'm not, and I do not say that lightly.
To quote Travis O'Carey in chat, how the fuck do you think you teleport to your dreams? Man's ascended to another plane from smoking weed.
He's so high he's gained superpowers.
Leah, Leah, where are your superpowers?
I just talked about
it. Fair enough.
Gek-O.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
It's the ability to smoke. It's like poison resistance. It's the ability to smoke all of that and still be as good at gaming as I am.
See, I don't really enjoy smoking, but I enjoy gummies. I enjoy a good edible here.
Super valid. Super valid. For me, the smoking, it's almost like a regulatory ritual at this point.
Yeah. And actually, I prefer the ones
earlier today.
I prefer the ones that are good for your anxiety because I got that anxiety.
Yes,
so
I pretty much only smoke the stuff that's good for. I also pretty much only smoke stuff that has at least some CBG for pain because it's a chronic pain thing for me as well.
Very fair.
I got you.
I can't wait to get 4,000 rads when I cross over this fucking bridge.
The chosen one, you're practically glowing.
The invisible fire.
I've been gaining shitty lungs. What are you talking about? It's a good inhaler.
Do you double pump your inhaler in your bong?
The other reason I don't smoke.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yep.
Other reason I don't smoke is because I want to preserve my voice, for the acting.
That's fair.
I also think about that a lot when I'm smoking, but at the same time, I'm also like, fuck it.
Fair enough. They just need to make weed
I am
shampoo.
not a voice actor.
Speaking of smoke, sup, dog? Woof woof. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey.
Is he your friend now?
You're my friend now. Oh, you coming with?
I think I'll follow you.
You want to kill some geckos?
With a dog, it's much easier to kill geckos.
Hey!
Why did it... Listen, he needed to get on that same juice shit you were on. Oh, fuck. He's got the dog in him. We can't...
The dog's not in me. It's with me.
Yeah.
Doggy.
We also got that dog in you.
Doggy.
I got that dog in me.
Bork, bork. Whiff, whiff.
Weed water is just bong water with those shitty Vogue bottles.
Is weed water like hot dog water? Do you save it later for extra flavor?
Oh my god. Hey, here he goes. Hey, what's up, man? I got your dog back. Yo. You found Smoke. Thanks, Smoke. You're a bad dog.
All right, we've come to take your dog away.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Congratulations.
We found the dog. We weeded the garden. We fixed the well. I don't think there's anything left for us to do here.
You've talked to everybody in town, basically, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the flint spear. I need to go to the guy on the bridge to get my spear upgraded, even though I'm probably not going to be using the spear all that much.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's useful because unarmed in this game is unarmed, so... But, it's nice to have. If you're not going to use it, I know a guy who can.
If you drink weed, does it make you drunk or high?
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
If you mix weed and alcohol, you'll crossfade instantly, and it's a bad time.
Where the hell am I? Hello?
Oh, excuse me. So we went out for dinner for Monty's birthday tonight, right?
Hey, yeah, where'd you go? Crab?
We went to... No, there was actually a little Korean place that opened up recently.
Ah.
Like Korean food.
I was going to say that's the other option I was thinking.
And it was actually insanely good. Like, I know tipping culture is different from the States to Canada, but like tipping isn't a thing that we have to do here, right? I tip.
I'm happy
if I go
you.
to a place and it's exceptional, I will tip in Canada and I tipped them tonight. It was really good food.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was sitting there, I got sweet and spicy chicken and rice, right? It was fucking delectable.
Oh man, that sounds so good. I had chicken a la king tonight, and my dad, I think he might have accidentally threw some sugar in it instead of salt.
That's
a tad sweet.
That makes sense.
Speaking of weed, I haven't had any in like 5 days, I think. I'm gonna take one little thingy and be blasted. Did you talk to your aunt about her flint? Yeah, I have some right here. It's a good piece. Give me your spear. Now do you put the pieces like so. Shink, schwank. Here's your new spear. Thank you, my friend. This will help a lot.
The thing I like about the starting place in this game is it feels like a little community, you know?
Yeah, it does.
It feels like this place could operate on tribal rules and operate quite well.
It feels like a place where you might be able to hear this.
And everyone around would collectively pull out theirs, and it would just...
Oh yeah. You right, Leah. You right.
And now...
Oh yeah, multiple pages of save states, by the way.
To adventure!
I think the development time between this game and the first was less than a year, but how much they improved on the first game and this game is incredible.
Oh yeah, the difference in quality from Fallout 1 to Fallout 2 is mind-blowing.
Yeah. Now, I know there's shit in this game that people like to pretend doesn't exist in Fallout, but, like, I actually really like a lot of the wild shit that's in this game.
Oh, yeah. We've cleared our trial. I think for the moment being, I'm going to...
Connor, prepare for my 7/attack/backslash.
Okay.
Like Tabuya.
I parried him. I'm going to BRB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entertain chat. The NBs are here, chat.
Have I been called out?
Now.
Well, we've both been called out. I like Tabuya. This is the second gifted sub you've sent me. I now have to get you even more. Also, I'm just gonna say I can't actually high five you from here, but let's go the fucking NB high five. Let's do it.
High five. Let's go. Fucking, I'm in that Fendi category where like my pronouns are she, her. Ah, yes, your pronouns are she.
Yeah. Mine are. I definitely don't look the way that I wish I could portray, which is part of why I'm trying to lose weight. But I also I definitely, people would look at me and just go, he. But I'm like, well, there's also a they in there, but I also don't give a shit what you call me as long as it's respectful, so. You can call me anything.
He, they is perfectly valid. I fucking date 2 he, theys.
There you go. And I will never correct someone unless you call me a shithead derogatorily or something, so, you know.
But I try to use it is just like a personal thing as an NB. I try whenever I know people have multiple pronouns, I try to use the pronoun that is less used for that person, just so that they get some variety.
Yeah. I'll never, unless you're trying to be outwardly offensive to me, I will never correct you on what you try to call me. So you can call me basically anything, and I'm cool with it. But I get that. I get what you're saying. You try to give them that variety.
I actually do that on the Sunday streams that I'm on with like Zan and Saris.
Yeah.
I intentionally made my character have any pronouns, so that whenever the party, as they're meeting me, and I have not specified any like gender characteristics about them, they are extremely non-binary, and I've used she, he, they all fucking interchangeably. And one of the players, Vaughn, I think keeps going like, "Oh yeah, he, fuck, shit, sorry," and I keep going like, "You're fine. Those are correct. He's fine. I don't care."
Now you good. Yeah. Now you good. You ain't wrong.
But no, I love doing that shit. I call that pronoun friendly.
Yeah, it's something that I guess people don't assume right away with me, but I'm very like, you just tell me what you want to be called and we're cool with that. Like, I'm very adaptable to that sort of thing. I am very welcoming to all sorts of pronouns and such to anybody, so.
Do that, chat.
You just have to tell me. I kind of have that ADHD dumb brain, but I commit to memory what people want me to call them.
Here's the thing: is like I know there's the whole like normalize asking pronouns, and like I get that, but on my end, normalize saying pronouns. Hi, I'm Leah. She, her. They, them.
Yeah.
Like normalize like when people. Oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? Normalize saying your pronouns with that shit, because it just makes life easier. There's like it's one of those things that's always confused me why we fight against it, because like that is literally the point of like Mr., Mrs., Ms.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just now, instead of putting that, it's like, because at work, for example, all school district employees do have like a spot where you can put your pronouns next to
and
your
there
name.
even was like a non-binary one in older like literacy. There was master, like MSTR, which was master. Just the person who was in charge of the household, and it was gender neutral.
Yeah. There's also, people will tell you there's not, but all throughout culture there's gender neutral.
Oh, gender neutrality has existed.
It's been a thing forever.
I mean, it's one of those things that they don't really teach you, but like gender neutral pronouns exist in Japanese. Like there are just ways to refer to people that are non-gendered.
I mean, Connor saw me for Akon the one year. I walked around in a skirt. I had this radical moth skirt I walked around in.
Hell yeah. I mean, clothing has. I was on this fucking track way before transition. Like I was always just like, skirts make more sense for people with junk, because it's like, think about it. The Scots had it right with kilts. Like
I was literally thinking that.
I promise.
I don't think clothing should have a gendered thing. You should just wear what you want.
Listen, sometimes you just need to breathe, and sometimes shorts and pants don't breathe.
Southern Gaming, it goes way back before the Roman Empire. There's implications of trans people back in like Babylonian time.
I mean, there's that. There's very common, if you read across like a lot of different cultures, including like American indigenous cultures of like non-binary and people.
Oh yeah,
trans people as well.
Yeah, Two-Spirit is
Two-Spirit as well.
a thing.
Yeah.
which is also, it's a different kind of non-binary, but it is a type of indigenous, like closed cultural non-binary, and it is very interesting. There are several different iterations of that across various cultures. It's this kind of shit. It's just like, it's always blown my mind because I'm just like, it's always been there.
Yeah. Goku's right. Hey, Goku, thanks for showing up to fight for non-binary and
it's me,
gender
Goku.
fluid people.
Trans rights are human rights.
Hell yeah, Goku, let's go! No, Goku. But it's like Viking culture had their own versions of that too. So it's like, Loki, actual canonical Loki is a good example of being.
Oh my god, yes, yeah.
Literally gender fluid.
Literally, Loki would show up as whatever the fuck they wanted, and you couldn't tell them otherwise.
Let's not even get into Hermes.
Also, I had to say this. Actual fucking, animal nature has actual, fluid creatures and even trans creatures, because some genuses of creatures just go, oh, we have no males? Smile, I'm a male now.
It's just mean, it's really, life finds a way. It's really,
check this out.
In basically every ancient culture ever, there was a version of it. In ancient Hinduism, there were people there was a god literally devoted to people who embodied gender characteristics of both people. And then, in addition to that, in Yiddish, in literal Yiddish, there are ways to refer to children as not having a gender yet because they have not chosen whether or not to have, what kind of mitzvah they want.
Yeah, exactly.
I that just jogged my memory about a TV show where...
oh my god, the kid! Yeah, Lloyd in Space. I know exactly what fucking show you're talking about. Lloyd in Space with the one kid who's
so fucking obscure. I'm shocked.
No. You wait. You wait. I watch Lloyd in Space all the time.
There is a character who is a part of a species that when they reach a certain age, they select their gender.
I think about this character all the time. I use this as I'm Lloyd in Space, this fucking show. I fuck with this show so hard. This show also glorified sanitation workers. Like massively glorified sanitation workers.
Oh yeah, sanitation workers are incredibly important to our current way of life.
It's braver than our troops.
I also remember the ending of that episode very vividly as well. They plan a big it is a gender reveal party. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but
hey, what do you want to reveal your gender as? And they're like, I'm not gonna tell.
Yeah, we'll never learn. You'll figure out when I get a crush on one of you, is what they say, I believe.
That's fair.
Which is even more confusing because then it's like, are they a lesbian? Are they bisexual? We don't fucking know.
You'll find out one day when I corner you and go, hey.
Just fucking Spider-Man. Hey.
But no, it's listen, very, very pronoun-friendly person was the big thing.
So we're going into that. Ian Clute, canonically gender fluid. Fuck you.
Because they put their fluid in all the genders. Smile.
Yeah,
it's true.
Exactly. they drank the. What do you think was in the vault?
I see.
We're going to find the
that
gender
puts you all at
fluid.
risk.
That's what the G in Gex stands for.
Oh my god! It's not Garden, it's Gender of Eden Creation Kit.
All right, and here we go on our way to Klamath.
This was a very freeing talk for some reason. It felt very good.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy fucking Pride Month.
Pride Month, and I try to normalize talking about these things, especially around my non-binary friends. I feel like a lot more people have felt more comfortable talking about it, or especially in this group.
Yeah. Also, because we do sort of have to, because we should recognize it as well. It's also mental health awareness month. So for everybody, not just men, for everybody. Everybody needs mental health awareness.
Yeah, seriously.
This music sounds familiar.
It does.
This is the map music from Fallout 1.
It is.
I've entered the small town called Klamath. I see regular domesticated Brahmin.
So Fallout 2 is a thing where it's like, they tried to progress the world back in the day by getting rid of caps, because now you just use money now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, they were trying to... Yeah.
So, we haven't learned this in-game yet, but that's actually a result of the NCR being established.
True.
I believe what we've got right now are NCR dollars, and I believe there are actually multiple different denominations of currency.
Well, the NCR is already established out in the game, but it's one of those things where I really wish in Fallout 3 and forward they had kept with the idea of like different dollars being around rather than just caps again.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like the problem I have is it feels like I get that also like caps could show that the world is regressing away from the NCR and stuff like that, but it's like, wouldn't people just eventually go, well, why can't we just use some money again that isn't like bottle caps?
Okay, dollars are weird. Coinage has always been a form of currency since like ancient ass times, and it's because it's solid metal that can be used.
Yeah.
It's more durable than like paper money.
Well, remember that like the first banknote dollars were just promissory notes that you would get from the bank saying, yeah, this person has this money, and people would just trade them. So instead of making promissory notes, a dollar bill is just the bank saying, here's a piece of paper that says we promise you have $1. In all actuality, that's what it is, which is very funny.
I swear, guys. I swear this is one.
Yeah.
This is worth one. One what? One of the thing that we have in the Treasury is America. What's that? Yep.
Let's see what we've got here. There are several things here. Some ads, job notices, and even a drawing. It looks as though some of these have been here for a while. I guess I'll take a closer look at that drawing. A crude drawing of what looks like a Brahmin with a big X through it and the word Tor scrawled underneath.
Tor.
I think I'll take a look at another notice.
Hey, you can get your first companion here, by the way.
Something here about a bath? Feeling grubby? Nothing makes a feller feel better than a nice bath. 3 fun-filled types to choose from, featuring beautiful and talented Jenny, late of the den. See Big Nose Sal at the bathhouse for more exciting details. This one looks good. Something about booze? Booze. Got your attention, didn't I? Bum leg prevents business. Need help refueling still. Speedy and reliable type needed. See Whiskey Bob over at Buckner's place. Or is it
Buckner?
Ma
Buckner. Yo, Mima, you got that fucking kettle on?
Someone here wants to buy some lizard hides. Top dollar for top pelts. Have gecko pelts?
Connor, what has
I
been
have
your
money.
strangest character
Golden
you
gecko
have
pelts
voiced?
especially welcome.
Mine was
See me
Harry
first.
Bate in a video game trailer.
Sajag, owner, operator, Golden Gecko Tavern. What's the strangest character you've ever voiced?
Outside.
What is the strangest character I've ever voiced? You know, I'm not actually sure I can say. Because one comes to mind, but NDA.
Oh. Curious. Very curious.
Here's some stuff about rats. Too many damn rats in Trapper Town. Come get them all. Come get them. All you can eat. Slim. Some of that old stuff here. Genuine anti-Qs. They don't make it like they used to. In fact, they mostly don't make it at all. If you want to get good old stuff, see Vic the Trader, east side of town. Oh, well, we need that.
You can get 2 companions in this city, right? Or just 1?
I'm unsure. looks like someone's gone missing. Missing person. Has anyone seen Smiley the Trapper? Smiley's about 6 feet tall, clean, and housebroken, mostly. Disappeared up north, and I kind of miss him. Arden Buckner. Okay. We've got some points of interest. A sickly man dressed in dirty robes. How are you? Hello there. Haven't seen you in Klamath before. I'm Aldo, the town greeter. It's my job to greet anyone new in town, so I was about to answer questions they might have about the bucolic little burg. Welcome to Klamath. Who might you be? My name is Ian Clute of Arroyo. My name is Ian Clute. Thanks for welcoming me here. Well, friend Ian Clute, since you're new here to these parts, you look as though you could use pointers. I'll let you know it's customary to tip the town greeter before asking questions and such. A tip, huh? Well, I guess it's worth $5. Here's a tip for you. Stay away from the booze. Well, I wouldn't want to go against the custom. Is $5 enough? Thanks for the money, friend. I'm gonna use it to get some medicine for my dry throat. Consider yourself officially greeted to the town of Klamath. Do you have any questions about our fair metropolis? Although I'm looking for a trader that sells before-time things. You know, really old stuff. Old stuff, huh? The only trader I know trades stuff is Vic. Vic? Where can I find this Vic? Well, now, I haven't seen Vic for a while. I don't rightly know where he might be, or might have run off to. Might just have to talk to Jenny. Go over at the bathhouse. She and Vic were pretty thick. You get it? Oh, my. I haven't lost my touch.
How sauced is this guy?
Thankfully, you're one of a kind, Aldo. I guess that's all I need to know. I'm certain that your generosity to someone as needful as myself will bring you luck. Hope to see you again soon. I got the visitor's tax. Ah, freak. Oh, well. There's a dog. See, a large, mangy, buff, collared dog with a feral look to it.
Oh.
A dusty, yellowish, buff, colored dog. He looks unhurt.
Yo, who's that shirtless guy?
Beat? Is that you? Sup,
who's
buddy?
that shirtless guy?
Hey. How you doing? Grr, woof. Grr, look at the dog. Look at the dog's eyes. Grr, arg, grr. I see.
Is that a tribal guy right there?
Me, Tor.
Me, Tor.
Nice to meet you, Tor. Anything interesting happening around here? Bugmen make moo-moos at night. Bugmen take moo-moos at night. Tor's scared. Help Tor? Sure, Tor. I can help you guard the Brahmin. You help Tor. Moo-moo's field. Now, yes? I'll help you guard the Brahmin now, Tor.
Yep.
Wow!
Furry question in chat.
Do furries in costume also cosplay as famous animals? What do you mean by famous animals?
Most furries cosplay as their own character. Or like a character to represent a convention or a function.
I'm certain that there are some, but not on the whole.
Problem.
Tor like Ian Clute. Tor thank. Bugmen bad. No let Bugmen eat moo-moos. I hope we can put a stop to these things attacking your moo-moos. I mean, Brahmin. I don't think anything would attack the both of us here.
So what they were talking about are kinnies, not furries, which are different. Because you can be a furry and a kinny, but you can also be a kinny and not a furry. And what a kinny is you kin something specifically. You find yourself like, really, that thing resonates with you. You identify with it. Yeah. It's kinning something. You find yourself in kin with it. It's like a joke version of it is like the Muppet Joker is kin Muppet and Joker, and that's like a really, really joking version of it. But there are people who genuinely believe that.
I have a friend who very specifically, this is very relevant because it just came out. Because I have a friend who very much kins with the idea of non-binary Chris from Deltarune, right? Yeah. As a represented non-binary character, so
this guy wants to. This guy wants to fucking steal this dude's Brahmin. Here's the deal. We need help in liberating some Brahmin from that idiot Tor. You shouldn't have trouble with that. Just talk him out of them. What do you say? I don't think I want to do that after all. Word to the wise, you just better not say nothing to nobody, because if you do, that would make us very angry. You don't want to see us angry.
Pretty sure I could kick your fucking ass.
Sorry, I won't tell anyone. I promise, Mr. Dunton, sir. Goodbye.
Immediately goes and tells.
What if Tor just fucking loses his mind?
I'm pretty sure Tor would snap one of them in half.
Normally, I'm not the one for ratting, but this doesn't feel like ratting. More so as backing up the little guy. Ratting is only if you are going to the big guy to tell on the little guy.
Damn, it's nighttime. They really couldn't see you that well. Tor isn't a tribal. He is neurodivergent. Tor just likes his onions in his swamp.
Such a meaty sound.
You're poisoned!
I think we would identify with Tor. I think we would want to back Tor up because Tor I think Tor would be the most familiar thing to us here. Someone who literally just wants to stay here and like hang out. Like that's the vibe of all the people we grew up with.
Yeah, he's just herding cows. Tor is Chat's boy.
We love Tor out here.
Me Tor.
Me Tor you a new one.
Take me Tor your asshole open.
Tor represents the collective brain cell that Chat has.
Oh goddamn!
Can't believe you fucking snapped that scorpion's brainstem out. Oh, by the way, Mantis update. They're all doing very well.
Very nice.
Yeah, crits work like actual crits now.
Indeed. Ah.
I've been double poisoned.
The one poison, yes. What about second poison?
What about
and 11 C's?
A little toxin? A bit of a tippler? I don't think he knows about those either, but...
I see Brahmin meat and goo.
Goo. Mysterious goo everywhere.
All this random goo.
That's great.
Kick him in the head. Ooh,
my head. Well, you didn't miss that one.
Got him.
Are we getting experience, or are we clearing this out for someone?
We're doing this for Tor.
Thank kind man for help.
Oh, so this is also part of it. I thought we were just
Tor go back to Moo
the jerks from stealing it, but
I'm pretty sure referring to the Bugmen, he meant the Rad Scorpions. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably start looting these guys.
No, we'll see.
Scorpone tail.
Are you ready for heavy scorpion tails?
Man, I'm just not running at all. Hello? Why can't I run?
You're sneaking.
Oh. I thought running automatically broke my sneak.
No, in this game they made it mutually exclusive. So if you have sneak toggled on, you can't accidentally walk too far away and break your sneak in a vital position.
That's probably for the best. Let's see what we got here. Trash. A tree. Rad scorpion limbs. A pot. A pot. A pot. And a bookcase. Meat jerky.
Oh, meat jerky.
Probably take
Don't
that.
mind if I do.
Oh, thank
That's
God.
okay,
Thank God I can fucking input more than just 999 now.
You can input as many as you need.
Thank fuck.
I don't think there's actually too much in Tor. Oh, yeah.
Rad scorpion pincers are hollowed out and have a strap with a broken buckle at the end. Oh,
I do believe those are
are we about to channel the Apex here?
Oh my.
I do actually, this is a good call. I think those are unarmed weapons for you.
Do they count?
Yep. Zan rolls it.
No plasma rifle already? Shit build. I know.
Can't have good things. Are those a weapon or are they just an item?
The sinister Mr. Fister. I think I may need to like refine them or train to use them or something, but Bug's dead. Moomoo's safe. Tor, thank you.
Tor like you. Tor kiss you on mouth now.
I guess I could just leave now.
Yeah,
I don't really want to carry all those rad scorpion tails back into town.
Does he have any more dialogue?
I just talked with him and that's all he said.
Okay.
Hey, Mythical Things, thank you for getting a tier 1 sub to Xanalis Grim. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You know what sucks? I'm so full from that Korean food, but I have leftovers. My brain's like, you want them? And I'm like, I can't. I'm so full. I can't eat them anymore. I'm so full.
Torgif Wasteland, kiss to you. Take it easy, Tor.
Can't believe my extra long
Tor
weekend's
happy by
already
fancy
over.
word, but
Fuck.
Tor only see you as friend.
Rip.
Moo wife now. See you at wedding.
Hey, and there we go. So what do I need to do to... I'm pretty sure these are going to be fist weapons, if I'm not mistaken. I need the Rad Scorpion limbs to complete a quest. After that, they are useless. Ah, I see.
Damn, no Rad Scorpion fist punchers for rest of game.
It's Vix. Hey, sup, Vic? Mind if I pop in?
Vic might be sleeping.
Yeah, Vic.
He might be
Vic.
sleeping.
That's true. I wonder if there's a place we could stay for the night.
I think it said there was. At the front.
The fuck was that? I just saw something run over here.
It's a goblin! Get him!
Some form of... Child? I hate you? One of Clamus' children. Please don't hurt me. I'm not. Run away. What the fuck did I do? Okay. Bathhouse. Okay, I could use a bath. What? Meat? Meat? No!
What the dog? What the dog? I'll drop a rad Scorpone tail for this doggy. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
Try area transitioning out and back in.
Phew. Oh man, I hope that dog's not aggroed onto me now. I don't know if that's dog meat or what.
I mean, if you're worried about it, you could always just leave town, wait until daytime. Because you're in the middle of night right now, and I believe in this game people actually have schedules they adhere to.
Can I tell you something to complete the Rad Scorpion Claw quest that the game doesn't tell you? Sure. Is this? Aw, shit. Come over here.
Oh, so you're approaching me.
Oh.
Oh, deal.
Kick him in the cock.
You missed his gecko cock.
I know. Ooh.
That battle was legendary.
This battle will be legendary. He doesn't have anything on him. Oh, that's a golden gecko.
Twist his dick off.
Punching is 1 AP less than kicking. Well, I don't know how to kick, so... Or, well, I don't know how to punch, so... Oh!
Water!
You was shock. Go for the eyes. Ooh. Punch this fucking gecko.
I love how we've turned your character into a I love how as Ian Clute started out as like, you know, a gentleman, like a gentlemanly charismatic fist fighter, and now gender fluid cuisine fighting chef at Wonders World.
It's true. Well, they're being a little bit stingy with the gecko hides. Yeah, I probably don't want to fuck with that golden gecko until I can shore up my health here. I need to figure out. Oh, this is the blades.
Kicking is like punching, but with your feet, and punching is like kicking, but with your hands.
I have to unlock gecko
Hope
hides?
this helps.
I see. Kicking is like punching, but with your feet? I see. Oh, that looks like an actual bed. Oh my god. Children of Klamath. What the freak? Das Childer. I see a trapper? Anyone seen Phil? I think we lost another trapper to the rats last night.
You don't look like you can find a gecko if it bit you. A backwoodsman? Them golden geckos have deadly poison in their fangs. I see. So they are poisonous. Let's see. Guns? Is there a place I can rest? I wonder. A Nuka-Cola machine. Nuka-Cola. What's in here? Another few pelts and I'll be able to buy myself a bath.
What's up?
Sure wish I had enough money to get a bath.
Would you like to see if I can find you the place to sleep?
A very tall and lanky trapper. Maybe. I think that bathhouse is definitely where I would need to go to get... I'm not supposed to talk to tribals? Damn, okay. How the fuck did you know I was a tribal? I'm just wearing one of these fancy vault things. I see a sturdy older woman with a tired smile. I see someone that could be a trapper. An older man with a scraggly beard and a big red nose. A plain-looking, sturdily built young woman with a scowl on her face. And a tall man with facial tattoos and a large bone through his nose. As well as... someone who could be a trapper.
There is a establishment called the Golden Gecko you can use to rent a room.
I see. I need to find this place. There's
It's
Jake's. That's the bathhouse. Where's the Golden Gecko? Hello? Hello there, my name's Arden Buckner. This is my place. Say, you didn't see a trapper named Smiley out of town, did you? He's been gone for too long. I never should have let him go off on that full quest of his. Smiley? No, I haven't seen a trapper by that name. Tell me about him. Well, Smiley and me were getting downright serious with each other. I thought I had finally gotten him to agree to settle down here and help me run this place, but he said he needed to go off on one last quest. Quest?
Oh my god, level 1.
Well, he called it a quest. He told me he thought he knew where all the golden geckos come from, and he wanted to find out for sure. He wanted to find out for sure. He thought that maybe it was some kind of magical spring, or maybe a hidden cave, or a vault of some sort. Well, I don't rightly know what he said, but he seemed real excited about going. But I shouldn't have let him go. He's 2 weeks later getting back than he said he would be, and I'm scared. I'd like to help. I could look for him for you. Oh, thank you. Let me mark your map where he talked about looking. I sure hope you can find him. He isn't much, but I still love him and I miss him more than I thought I would. Please find him for me. I'll do what I can. Let me ask you something first, though. How can I help you, friend? I was wondering if you're the person to talk to about local news and events. You should talk to my daughter, Maida, about that. I don't really keep track of what's going on lately. Too much to keeping my eye on my own business. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Right now, though, I need some information about something else. I need a room, please. Well, let's see here. We have a room available. That'll be 25. Here, take it. 25, thanks.
Well, there you go.
There we go. So this is the Golden Gecko.
No, it's not.
It's not?
But you can stay at this place.
Gotcha.
The Golden Gecko will actually have a sign that looks like a gecko on the outside.
I'm so used to my health being higher. Wasn't my health 40?
Yes.
Let me ask you something. I want to buy something. I just handle the rooms here. Let's see. I guess I don't need anything right now. Goodbye. Alright. Who the hell are you? Howdy, stranger. Name's Whiskey Bob. What's yours? I'm Ian Clute.
Whiskey Bob.
You me a Whiskey Bob. Always nice to find another drinking buddy. Want to buy me a drink? Always makes me thirsty. Sure, Bob. Don't mind a bit. Thanks for the drink, partner. Now my whistle's wet, and I can feel like I can share a little problem I have. Hey, maybe you can help me out. How can I help you out? Well, you see, I have a little side business that I need some help attending. I have a moonshine still outside of town that needs to be fueled up every once in a while. Since a gecko done bit my leg, I can't hobble out to it before it runs out of fuel. I'll tell you where it is. Would you refuel it for me? It's worth $50 to me. That doesn't sound too bad. Tell me more. All you have to do is find a little shack to the south of town. Go inside and dump some firewood into the still. Then come back here and I'll give you your money. But it needs to be done within the next day or my batch of hooch will go bad. That sounds pretty easy. Okay, I'll do it. You'll do it? Great. Remember, you gotta do it soon or my hooch will go bad. Thanks a heap. See you back here soon. No problem, Bob. See you in a day. I'm happy to help, but first tell me what's going on in town lately. All sorts of things going on hereabouts lately. We've got Brahmin mutilators, walking spirits, gigantical rats, missing people. Some even say the den's involved. Tell me more about the Brahmin mutilations. They say that critters look like giant man-shaped bugs in a shell and everything are mutilating Brahmin all night. All they find are the torn open, horribly hacked up Brahmin corpses. Oh, really? Then maybe these claws we found are actually part of a costume and not a weapon. Much as I would like the former to be true. That sounds horrible. A few people have seen the bug men, but the one who's got the best look was Tor, the Buckner's boy. What he saw scared him half out of his wits, and the poor lad was a bit shy in that department already. Incredible. Let me ask you about something else. Tell me about the walking spirits. There's a canyon just to the west of town that had a bright light in it a few months back. Ever since, every now and then, there's a horrible squealing sound that comes from the canyon. Brahmin that wander in don't come back. Everyone's afraid to get too near. Surely a sign of spirit infestation. If only you had a competent shaman. Tell me about something else. Are we actually going with an Apex build? Not really. I don't think I can actually get a Deathclaw Gauntlet in this game, but I'm not 100 on that. Also, this is more like a pacifist Apex that only does things because he has to. Gigantical rats? I've got to hear more about those. Well, out back of Trapper Town, just to the west of downtown, there's a back section that's overrun by rats. Further back you go, the bigger they get. Some say that there's one huge great rat spirit that's leading them all. Some of the trappers won't even stay there anymore. They say it's too dangerous. Trappers ousted by rats? Tell me some of the other things. A den? What kind of den? Not a den, the den. You'll not find a greater hive of scum and villainy. Now, where did I hear that? In any case. It's a rough sort of place a few days' travel south of Klamath. Anything can be had there for a price, even slaves. But you have to be very careful there. Lots of short tempers attached to dangerous weapons. I don't think they have much to do with us, though. We're too poor here. I think I'd be safe enough there. I know how to handle myself. Let me ask you about something else, though. Missing people? Tell me more.
Lately, we've had a couple people go missing. A trader named Vic who specialized in pre-war stuff and one of our best trappers. Oh, shit. Vic went missing? Uh-oh. Tell me more about the trader some call Vic. Well, Vic was quite a fella. He didn't like to work too much, so he would specialize in expensive pre-war things and then go sell them to the den, or even hawk them to stupid tribals as religious artifacts. Oh, oops, no offense. Anyway, I haven't seen him for a while. The last I heard, he went south to sell some stuff, maybe to the den. What about the missing trapper? The real person to tell you about the missing trapper would be Mrs. Buckner. She and Smiley were pretty close. He went north to look for the Cave of Golden Geckos and hasn't been back since. That was a while back, too. Let me ask you about something else. I need to ask you about something else. Have you ever heard of something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Why, I think I saw one of those listed on a page in an old catalog I was looking at through while I was sitting down out back, but I don't know much more about that. Really? I'd like to see that catalog. I kind of used that page to take care of some business, if you know what I mean. Business? Oh, that kind of business. I prefer old newspaper myself. Oh well. Tell me about something else then. I don't think I need to listen to all that right now. Well, mister, maybe I'll be seeing you out there. Bye. Let's see. Who's this guy? Who's this lady? Who's this lady? My name's Maida Buckler. I take care of trading and drinks here. What'll it be for you, friend? I have some questions for you. Questions, huh? We'll get on with it. Talking to you doesn't get my work any closer to being finished. Have you ever heard of something called a Garden of Eden Creation Kit? The only way I know to create a Garden of Eden is through plain old hard work. That's something you tribals just don't seem to understand. Whoa! Whoa! Wait a second here. Hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. But I guess that's the difference between us civilized folk and yourself. Oh, hey! What the fuck, lady?
How dare you? My mother was a tribal, punches her.
Civilized? You think you're civilized because you live in the burnt-out ruins of a before-time town? Tell me something else.
She is so canceled, says Zan.
Tell me about Sulik. Sulik's a tribal that's working here to pay off a debt he foolishly incurred. He's not a slave. We don't have slaves here in Klamath.
Oh.
Paying off a debt? What do you mean? Well, you see, Sulik got real upset one night, too much booze, and then he was... then when he was good and drunk, he busted up the place. He nearly did $500 worth of damage, just now getting the place repaired. Why'd he get so upset? He said he found out that his sister had been kidnapped by slavers, but you'd have to ask him more about that. He's here until he can pay off the rest of the damage he did while he was drunk. How much does he have to work off? He still has to pay off $350. If he weren't so lazy and shiftless, it would go quicker for him. He's not leaving here until his debt's paid in full. That's a lot of money. I think he's going to be here for a long time. Well, he may be slow, but he does sort of grow on you after a while. Oh, shit. Now that's enough jaw flapping. Anything else you need? What if someone else paid for Sulik's damages? I don't know why anyone would want to pay off his debt, but they could. His bill comes to $350, but if you wouldn't want to do that... But you wouldn't want to do that. He's only trouble. I guess you're right. I don't have that much money to spare anyway. Goodbye. Well, let's talk to Sulik.
What can we and I do you for?
Oh! Whoa!
Sulik is a powerful man.
Oh, I remember this guy. What's up, Sulik? I'm assuming that's a gecko skull on his shoulder there.
Think so.
Man, look at this dude. I have some questions for you.
We and I know many things. Travel from great saltwater to home of biting lizards.
Oh! He's from the Great Salt Lake?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's traveled.
Does that mean he's a white leg?
Maybe.
It gets curiouser. Wrong Salt Lake? Ah. He's from Salt Lake City. Oh. Duh.
Oh.
Tell me about the Great Saltwater.
The tribe's home is next to Great Saltwater. 2 moons from here, friend.
2 moons? That's a long ways. How did you travel so far so safely?
Friend with all the spirits walking with me. Not afraid to travel anywhere.
Let me ask you something else.
And I be glad to answer.
He's just a chill guy.
He's just a chill dude. He's like, hey, you know what? The spirits are with me. The Pacific? Did he swim here? Biting lizards?
Geckos. The little dudes don't bite hard. It's the goldens. They go through your leg like an old pipe stem. We and I be glad to answer.
Who's we?
The spirits with me, friend. They be all around. Sometimes talk.
What spirits?
Spirits be everywhere. Travel with we and I. Grampy Bone do most of talking.
Who's Grampy Bone?
Him strong spirit. Much honor carrying him.
Wait, you mean that bone in your nose?
Keep him close. Easier to touch his spirit. That's why he talk the most.
Hey, I can only hear you talking so far.
We gon' get along just fine.
Go.
Sulik's a pretty chill dude.
Yeah, I like you, Sulik. Can I ask you something else?
We and I be glad to answer.
Why did you travel so much?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. We show up, didn't peep him. Get pretty hot.
Oh, so he's looking for Vic too. Say, Sulik, we might be able to work together. I'm looking for Vic as well. Let me ask you something else.
I be glad to answer.
What are you doing here?
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You were looking for Vic the traitor?
Vic the traitor, more like. Comes to village, says he knows about slavers. Tells us to come see him. We go. He ain't there.
Your sister was taken by slavers?
Sis went trading at another village and never come back. We and I go look for her.
What did you find?
One survivor. Dude was in bad shape. Said evil warriors came with magic torches. Fire would lick tribe warriors and they'd go to the spirit.
What about your sis?
The evil warriors tied up the rest and took off. Sis with them. Friend, we be finding her or dying trying.
Sounds like slavers to me. Have you found anything else out about them?
We and I know they're slavers at din. When we're free, we're out of here.
Let me ask you about something else then.
We and I be glad to answer.
I'm interested in some local information.
What can we and I do you for?
Where can I find trade, a healer, or a room?
So what does Ian think about slavers?
Takes care of trade here, and her mother Arden takes care of the rooms. No shaman in town, but you may be able to trade for medicine.
Oh, thanks. Let me ask you something else.
What can we and I do you for?
Ever hear of a Garden of Eden creation kit?
Never heard of it. But Maida's been keeping us busy.
Oh, let me ask you something else.
What can we and I do you for?
What's going on in town?
Oh, busy place. Bugmen snatching cattle. Spirits walking. Smiley missing.
Walking spirits? Tell me about that.
The canyon east of Herd area supposed to have a walking, howling spirit, shaking the locals. Grampy Bone don't say a word though.
Interesting.
You have more questions for Sulik?
Who's Smiley?
Smiley's a good hunter. Say he looking for the golden gecko's nest. Didn't come back.
I see.
You have more questions for Sulik?
Let me ask you about something else.
What can we and I do you for?
You know, I guess I don't need anything right now. Goodbye, Sulik. What a swell guy. What does Ian think about slavers? Fuck them!
Kill them all.
Would Ian break his pacifist mindset to murder slavers? Only if they made him. Only if they made him. Right. Well, we've got a few... Let's see here. I need to refuel the still. Refuel the still, that's south of... That's south of Klamath, I believe. I need... Did he give me wood? Or do I have to go find the wood myself? I wonder. What about to free innocent people? The wood is next to the still. Oh, okay. Right, so I'm going to the south of town. Or wait, is this the still? Oh no, that's a stove. Or is this the still? You know, I wonder if... Let's just test the sharpened spear. A spear. A spear. A spear. Oh, right. I probably need to talk to the people of the Golden Gecko before I get any of my, Whoop! No, you come on over here. Atta! Alright, well that doesn't seem to be working out too well. Well, I punched myself. Oh my god, he's annihilating me.
Just wait until I destroy you psychologically.
Oh, he missed.
Big mistake, little gecko.
Oh, he got me.
Your life ends in the wasteland.
Damn, my life ended in the wasteland. Let's try that again. This time with significantly less spear. Oh, hello. Nope. You can come over here. Hey, what's up, Evie? Bada bing! Bada boom! I'll punch you in the groin. I will punch you in the groin.
I will punch you in the right claw. 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 Ooh. You are shocked. I'm gonna miss your bit drop. Oh yeah, I don't have, shit, I don't have my bit alerts on this overlay. Beach Cowboy, thank you for the 100 bits. Kind of weird question, but here it goes. What are your favorite fictional relationships? That's not a weird question. Let me see here. There's a few. That's a golden gecko! Oh, I got it fucking annihilated.
If I can clarify, are we talking about like romantic relationships or like friend relationships or like, because like that's a like because like relationship dynamics are a different thing than like an actual relationship. Romantic. I just wanted to clarify, you know. Guts Griffith, fight me. Not actually.
I was about to hang on there.
I was about to face through the computer screen.
you were gonna hear that.
No, absolutely not. No. I'm a basic bitch. I loved Yusuke and Keiko from Yu Yu Hakusho. I just always thought they were so cute.
If you die out there, I'll kill you.
Yeah, it was always something that I appreciated the way that they like, I don't know, the way she handled him was wonderful, and the way he was always aware of her, and that was something I appreciated. There's like one little bit in the Dark Tournament where he's about to like eat a fucking punch that would have like straight up knocked him out just because he didn't want to see her get hurt, and it's just like, I don't know. I if I'm talking about like that sort of relationship, I know I'm a sapphic bitch and it should be like some sort of lesbian relationship, but I just love those two.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Punch his cock off.
Otherwise, second place, Coca-Cola and Allison, Kill 6 Billion Demons. Read it.
Aide Sora ga oshite kuru. You are cock! Atsui kokoro kusagi surai demo. Yawa mudatai. Where's the door? Where is the door? The lid. The lid. The lid. It's on the other side? What the fuck? Why wouldn't they make the door visible in a fucking isometric game?
It's funny.
But it wasn't funny.
That's not funny, guys.
That's not funny. All right.
Your village is lost, doomed to die of starvation.
Fuck.
Mythical things, is that what we call spite shipping?
I've always liked Dresden and Murphy from the Dresden Files. I'm just trying to think of more. There's the door? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Let's see what we've got here. A mute fruit and a flare. Alright, that's fine.
Legolas and Gimli, fuck you.
No, that's valid. Platonic or otherwise.
It's time to go into the mines of Moria.
It might not be sexual, but it is most definitely romantic.
What about with a friend?
I could do that.
Yes.
I guess I need to put the firewood in.
Wait a minute, Bosco's in chat. Hang on.
It sounds as though the hooch is distilling nicely now. You gain 100 experience points for refueling the still, and I gain 10 karma. Hey! Edward Bosco, thank you for resubbing for 68 months. You know what that means.
No, you're good, Bosco. All the love, buddy. I still remember that me, Zen, and Bosco in a one-shot Monty ran for us. We're like stared each other in the eyes and we're ready to unknowingly ready to sacrifice a limb on each character in a moment of broship, and then we got vibe checked by Shay and Evie.
I can drop the extra wood.
Like, damn.
I wish there was a genuine villain in Steven Universe. There was. Her name's Pearl.
Damn, dude. Sorry, don't you mean rose quartz?
I'm kidding. I've just got a very irrational hatred of Pearl.
Hey, actual hey-oh moment now.
Oh, holy shit. I mean, what do you mean? Fucking Reynaldo's right there.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I haven't seen Steven Universe. I did just the bits I have
Zan,
seen about
no!
Pearl have
Zan, no, Zan, that is a fucking war criminal. No,
I've learned that bad bitches get Zan's goat.
I'm surprised no one commented on it's like I wish the real villain rose quartz is right there.
That doesn't matter if you can fix her situation, Zan.
I haven't seen Steven Universe, but the little bits of I have seen from Pearl have made me uncomfortable, so I don't like her. That's where the garnet, amethyst, and Steven comes from. Dunton's dry meat is sure yummy. Oh, right. I needed to fucking talk to that guy.
I also get the Rose is not a villain. I beg to...
Well, thanks for refueling my still. Here's your $50, too. Got any questions I can answer for you? No thanks, Bob. I think I already need to know.
Really quickly, two things, Zan. Blue Diamond exists. Period. End of statement. And
she's
also,
got a fat ass.
like, yeah, I mean, she does. And also, you can't comment on Sanji anymore if you're out here simping for White Diamond. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Varies the...
I'll wait in line.
I'll wait in line. Yeah. Sorry, I just I can never view Rose Quartz as a good person until she goes to Earth. So, and even then, I still don't view her as a good person.
Wee! Hey, what's up, kid? I got a shiny pebble. Nice.
My case is Blue Diamond.
To trade hides for firewater? No, I've come here to... Can I join your tribe? Wee! You sure can, kid. Hey, we've got plenty of starving children. They could use a friend.
People aren't simping for the zombies? Yeah, because it's a bunch of... Smile. Yeah.
Oh, come on, lady. Are you fucking for real?
Oh, this is important to highlight in chat. You can push her for free. I would save, but I think you can push her out of the way.
I look funny? Yeah? I guess I do.
No, Kycelia is equally as bad. She's just not as fascistic. I'd like to remind you, Kycelia Zombie still wants to exterminate most Earthlings.
Oh. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
They made a function
chat.
just for that. Wonderful.
To repeat myself, chat, Kycelia Zombie is just as bad as the rest of her family. She's just not as a heavy, hard fascist and genocide maniac like her brother.
I have no idea who this is. Aren't you in the wrong part of town?
Don't worry about it.
No. Hello there, stranger. Welcome to the Golden Gecko Tavern, Hotel, and Trading Post. I'm Sajag. I run the place. What can I help you get? I'd like to trade. I've got all kinds of things here, kid. Healing supplies, booze, all kinds of stuff. I've got special sources, you might say. Always willing to look a good gecko pelt, too. Well, let me see what you... Let me see what you got. Oh, leather armor. That's a lot of money.
I mean, there's also Aubrey. She's not a bad zombie. Or I guess Minerva, but, you know, Aubrey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point, Southern Gaming. They never did anything about Blue Diamond's Human Zoo after the show ended.
Okay.
You mean the human zoo that was Pink Diamonds, that she didn't want to just execute all the things living within it that were removed from their civilizations and already at that point dependent?
Well, they never did anything with it, yeah.
Oh. Pink Diamond really sucked.
Yeah, Pink Diamond sucked as hell. Like I said, I think she's truly one of the villains. Smile.
Also, White Diamond absolutely does misgender people. Calls Steven a she the entire time.
Yeah, she does.
No, I'm Steven. Oh, yes, you're still going by that. Like, it's entirely, like, misgender encoded.
What are you talking about? That never happened. Nothing bad Sanji does is canon.
Oh, wow, okay.
At least in my reality.
No, it's not that Sanji isn't problematic. It's that, like, White Diamond is equally problematic.
All of them are, as much as
I've got loads of them, chat. All my faves are problematic.
This is a wild. It's wild to me that this entire session has turned into
gender politics.
Talking about Steven Universe.
Sanji's supposed to be a hero? Ah, yes. The pirate, Sanji.
I mean, it's more in the sense that, like, White Diamond is not. That's why she is, redeemed and treated as just, like, the older motherly figure at the end. Yes.
Be like Vegeta. Don't be just problematic. Be the whole problem.
Beach Cowboy is right. I mean, why are we here when Princess Bubblegum exists?
Oh, on that I can agree.
Yeah.
Carter's right, bad bitch. No.
Princess Bubblegum is straight up an evil piece of shit.
I fully agree with that.
Fucking human experimentation, manipulation, gaslight.
Zen, I just want to be clear. I simp for White Diamond too. I'm just saying you can't, like, it's the double standard. Bad bitches got me acting up as well. Like, yeah, there's no, like, shame. I'm just, God forbid a woman do anything ever. Am I right?
Well, it's just my educated opinion, but I can see by the way that you move that you could do with a few pointers. Pointers? With what? About the sweet science, of course. The sport and art. The art? Are you talking about magic? Can you teach me some magic spells? Sure, and Bagora, I could teach you about the wee folk, leprechauns, spriggans, banshee. Whoa. He spelled it right. Would you like that? Sounds great. Teach away. Did you hear that? I got myself a live one here. Wants to hear about the fairies and wee goblins and such. He did. Hey, here, lad. Have a drink on me. That's your ticket. That's your tickets to the realm of the Fae folk. Somehow I feel as though you're pulling my leg a bit. Well, maybe I am at that. Nevertheless, you are a... Oh, wait. Is this guy, like, Squirtish?
Maybe a bit Squirtish.
Well, maybe I am a bit. Nevertheless, you're a bonny good sport about it. Here's a beer on me for taking it so well. Thanks. Now, what were you saying about the sweet science? Pugilism, the manly art of hand-to-hand combat. That's what I mean. Oh, I guess I could use some help with that. Well, let's go outside and see what I can teach you. You see, it's all about getting your whole wee body to snap just like a whip. Uh-huh. Several sweaty hours later. So you see what you're doing wrong then? That was great. Let me give you $10 for some brew on me. It's the least I could do. No, I couldn't have taken money from you. It was my very own pleasure to teach what I know. You take darn good care of yourself now. You've got real potential. That's great. Let me ask you one thing, though. Where'd you learn to fight like that? That was a long time ago, when I was a wee young lad and didn't have any sense in me thick head. A place called Reno. You keep your nose clean and stay away from the likes of that place.
Well,
yes. As you should do in real life.
Yeah, Reno's kind of a shithole.
It's John Goodbye. There he is. We found him. It's John Goodbye. Like John Fallout.
His name is John Fallout.
Adventure Time was a victim of its own hype. I think it had a good run.
Well, yeah.
I never really... Coming from me, this is going to sound strange. When Adventure Time was running on TV, it was a bit too weird for me. And I know how that sounds, coming from me.
I had that problem with regular show. I just couldn't get into it. It was too weird for me.
I just never saw regular show when it was airing on TV. Yeah, I agree. I realize Sanji's got problems. I like him. He's got a lot of really good potential. His arc could have really fleshed him out even more, but, you know, it did, but, like, God, he could have built. He could have built so much and changed. But nope.
That's the discussion I had with Shay specifically is Sanji's really cool when he's actually doing the stuff that he needs to do and is doing the stuff that actually like shows him off as a good character. But then most of the time he just doesn't, and that's my problem with him.
Most of the time he is the joke.
He's the joke, and he's not, and it's like, and the joke gets tired and sometimes a little too much.
Yeah. Way too much at some points.
But like, the first time the motherfucker uses some of his cool super moves, I'm like, this is the hypest shit ever.
No spoilers, but there is a part where Sanji has an experience with a woman's body that I think if they fleshed that out a little bit more and kind of went with that direction, watch the Sanji's a trans woman video and it recontextualizes a lot of stuff.
No, I've seen that. It's just, it does recontextualize a lot, but I still feel like
it's just I wish they actually went there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it's a little, but like as is, it's just a little too much. You know, the way he goes about things.
If he actually like thought about it and considered it, and like especially after Whole Cake actually like came around on certain things, it would be better.
Mm.
Fuck was I about to do? Save, probably.
Yeah.
My head is full of fuck. Well, you know, it just hit 12:01, so...
Okay.
It got annoying fast, like, oh, pretty woman characters introduced, time to devote several minutes to Sanji being weird about it. Yeah.
Actually, I see this in chat, and also no spoilers because I'm currently in Impel Down. But Bon Clay deserves more respect than he gets.
Bon Clay is an icon.
Bon Clay is amazing. I fucking love Bon Clay. What a fucking wild turn.
I will say, Sanji does respect Bon Clay, and that is something to one of the few acolytes you can give him is he is actually very genuinely respectful of Bon Clay.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like Bon Clay showed up, and I was like, okay, this is an interesting way to do a character like this, and then he just turns out to be the best, one of the best side characters.
The homies, right?
Yeah, he just turns out to be one of the best side characters in the entire thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he just like the OSG of the entire thing? It's like, what the
Bro
fuck?
did not have to do that for Luffy, but he did.
No, he did.
No, okay, Bon Clay is the GOAT over and over and fucking over again. It's so good.
He is so good.
Bon Clay and Ivankov, like...
Ivankov's great too, yeah.
As characters, like, Oda cooked with that.
Well, I believe, as we have hit our time for the evening, we'll go ahead and wrap up our business in Klamath next week, but the journeys of Ian Clute have only just begun.
Fantastic.
So, for now, I think we'll go ahead and we'll call it there, but thank you all for stopping by, thank you all for sitting and listening and hopefully having some fun. Let's see who we can raid.
Riding with my gal beside me, I'm as happy as can be. I asked her if she'd marry
Hell
me.
yeah.
She blushed and then said
Octo's on, otherwise I do not see anyone.
Oh, he's playing Monster Train 2. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid...
Octopimp.
Let's raid Octopimp.
Goodbye, everybody.
I watched way too much, and this is something very wild to have to say. I watched way too much Homestuck content from that man.
Same.
Zan really trying to rile us up right at the fucking end there.
What should our raid message be? And it's not White Diamond did nothing wrong.
No, it's not that. Bone Clay is a real G.
Bone Clay did nothing.
Bone Clay literally nothing wrong.
Literally did nothing wrong. What are you gonna make it? Sanji did nothing wrong. You can make it.
As much as, well, that's simply not true. I'll admit.
No, it's not.
Sanji's my favorite
true.
Straw Hat. That's simply not true.
I know, it's really unfortunate. It's honestly your worst trait, Connor, but I love you nonetheless.
It's true.
Bone Clay is the best.
Bone Clay is the best. You know what? That'll be our raid message. Bone Clay is the best.
Yo!
Griffith did nothing wrong.
Yo! No. Put that back in the box.
Zan out here with equally those two takes about the same thing. All right, bye,
White
Raiders. White Diamond did a whoopsie, tee-hee. White Diamond did a tee-hee. Bye, everyone.
I'm not even going to honor that with a response. Good night, everybody.
People are yelling at Zan now.